There's a port on the western bay and it's serving 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away and they talk about their home. There's a girl from a harbor town and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, fetch another round, and she serves them whiskey and wine. Sailor, say, Brandy, you're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. You're my life, my love, and my lady of the sea. Yeah, Brandy wears a braided chain made of finest silver from the north of Spain, and a locket that bears the name of a man that Brandy loved. And he came on a summer's day, bringing gift from a far away, but she made it clear she could not stay, but no harbor was his home. Sailor, see, Brandy, you're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. You're my life, my love, and my lady of the sea. Yeah, I see Brandy used to watch his eyes as he told his sailor story. You could feel the oars falling right as he saw his raging glory. But he had always told the truth. Lord, he was an honest man. Yeah, Brandy does her best to understand at night. When the bar slows down, Brandy walks the silent town, but she loves a man who's not around, but you still can hear her say, Sailor, see, Brandy, you're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. You're my life, my love, and my lady of the sea. Yeah, I see Brandy, you're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. You're my life, my love, and my lady of the sea. Yeah, of the sea. Of the sea. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Ponder. Oh, a little Brandy out there for you guys.
Good evening, Nashua. Tonight's artist is part of many military-affiliated artists that partner with Operation Encore, the Veterans Music Project. We want to thank Mike Ponders and Shannon Brook and Operation Encore for all they do to serve our country and the military community. Mike Ponders was born in Hot Springs, North Carolina. Mike first began playing drums at the age of 6. Soon he was touring with the family band, JL and the Country Squirrels. Mike joined the military at 18, serving the United States Marine Corps, and then joined the United States Navy, serving as a corpsman until retirement in 2009. Mike continued his music while enlisted and started the band Steel Rail Express in 2001 in South Carolina. Steel Rail Express entertains people with classic country, top 40 country, funk, and Motown. Mike resides in Lady Island, South Carolina with his partner Tanya, his son Jeremiah. Mike is also the CEO and owner of SREJams.com and the director of Wish Raw Heroes. Mike is an alumni member of Zach Brown's camp Southern Ground, where he completed the Warrior program and has volunteered to help veterans. Mike gives back to the military community by coordinating and leading active duty local Marines and military family members every week in music lessons, jam sessions. Mike's motto is do good, feel good, repeat. Mike is also the nephew of Jim and Gaylord Perry, Cy Young Award-winning MLB pitchers. Shannon Brook was raised in the small town of Hazel Green, Kentucky. He grew up with a great appreciation for music. He expressed that appreciation both vocally and played various musical instruments throughout his life. Feeling an urgency to serve his country after Desert Storm, he joined the United States Navy in July 1994 and trained as the Fleet Marine Force Hospital Corpsman. Shannon also belonged to the 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines as part of the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit in Iraq, and again in 2004 during Vigilant Resolve as a regiment combat team member 1, Personal Security Detachment Corpsman. He helped relieve the stresses of combat and deployment felt by him and others in his unit. He would play guitar and sing during downtime, and mostly important, began to write his own music about how he and his brothers felt about their experiences. After returning home from his 2nd deployment, he served as an instructor at the Field Medical Training Battalion at Camp Johnson, North Carolina. He worked to ensure that students could perform their jobs under pressure of combat. In 2010, he retired as a Petty Officer First Class with 17 years of service to the United States Navy. He retired due to post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury. He is working on completing his collection of original songs reflecting his time in combat injuries, both physical and emotional, and living with the aftermath of war. He hopes his music will help educate military families and civilians, as well as help heal those who have shared in some of the same experiences. He wants to help make a difference in the world as a veteran. He is also the lead vocalist, lyrics, and rhythm guitar player for the band Vetted. He currently is the front member and founded for the band Deliberately Broken, and continues writing new chapters that involve God, family, hope, happiness, healing, respect, love, and music.
Where are they?
Good evening and welcome to the Holman Stadium, home of the Nashua Silver Knights. We are proud to bring you the U.S. Military Wardogs for our 2024 That Others May Live National Tour. My fellow Americans, please stand with me now for a loud and warm Heroes Welcome. Welcome for our U.S. Military Wardogs. Each year, we partner with nonprofits that focus on improving the quality of life for our returning veterans by providing service dogs. This year, the War Dogs have partnered with Hero Pups in the United States, in the state of New Hampshire, for their dedication and selfishness in the extremely challenging endeavor to create a stability for our brothers and sisters in arms. Here with us tonight, the War Dogs would like proudly to introduce Hero Pups. It is a New Hampshire-based Hero Pups is a New Hampshire-based nonprofit organization that pairs support dogs with veterans and first responders throughout New England who have been diagnosed with service-related psychological challenges. Laura Baker, founder of the organization, after her son was wounded in Afghanistan. Hero Pups was founded on the belief that since our heroes have already given so much, it is the least we can do to provide them with a companion to help them lead healthier lives and free of charge. Hero Pups received a 501c3 status in 2016. Our program is headquartered on 50 acres of private rent-free land in New Hampshire. Before our program's second anniversary, community members, local businesses, and volunteers came together to make our kennel building and quarantine zone for incoming dogs possible. And by the fourth anniversary in 2020, our sponsors and volunteers helped to turn in an existing building into a training building. This included new flooring, insulation, garage doors, and furnace repairs. Our facility is not excessive, but the dogs have everything they could need and are very comfortable. We choose to focus on the dogs and their heroes, not fancy swimming pools or career aspirations. Hero Pups is 100% volunteer run. There are no paid staffs. Here with them tonight are Staff Sergeant Angel Fleming, U.S. Air Force, 4 years, end of service March 2021. Her Hero Pup name is Allie. She will be joined on the field by one of the newest pups in training, Master Sergeant John Calderera, U.S. Army Special Forces, served 1984 to 2004, to include multiple combat tours. John is here with his best friend Daisy. Paul Coate, E4 Specialist in the U.S. Army, 14 years of service. New Hampshire Department of Corrections, 22 years of service. Currently employed as a peer specialist by the Veterans Healthcare Administration. His dog name is Poppy, and she's actually Daisy's sister. Please stand and show these veterans our gratitude for his and her service to our great nation. The U.S. Military War Dogs baseball program was founded in 2018 under the Forever Never Forgotten 5013C nonprofit. Baseball is a platform used to raise awareness and funds within communities across the country by talking to our military-affiliated players and competing against collegiate and first responder teams across the country. The funding receives supports all military-affiliated and first responders playing on our local teams, gives back to our veterans who are dealing with post-traumatic stress and other post-service challenges, and honors our fallen through their family members with our unique flag ceremony. Each player here tonight is playing in honor of those who have gone us before us. Please raise us as we welcome our honored heroes. Corporal Richard J. Staley, Jr. was born August 11, 1980, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Richard loved his country and the Marines. He loved his family, especially his nieces, Sierra and Ellie, more than anything. He was passionate about history and loved animals, especially his three cats. He was impulsive and generous and so very stubborn. He could be exasperating at times, as he liked to push buttons for fun. He was great at making up stories that were so preposterous they couldn't believe they were true, but you had a feeling to believe them. He had blue eyes and $1 million smile that got him out of a lot of trouble. He was everyone's best cheerleader. He wanted to be a Marine like his dad since he was 8 years old. Sending our son off to Paris Island in February 2000 filled me with pride and a little anxiety. After boot camp graduation, infantry training in school, he was stationed with the 11th Marines at Camp Pendleton as a counter battery radar operator, one of the cannon cookers. In January 2003, he deployed to Kuwait in preparation for the ground invasion of Iraq on March 20th, 2023. Operation Iraqi Freedom, before he deployed, I asked him, "What are your thoughts? Where are you about war?" He told me that he thought the Iraqis people deserved a chance to be some of the freedoms that were taken for granted. He took some small comfort in knowing that he had 3 years of training prior to his deployment. His letters home took 4 weeks. He sent care packages, at least half of never received. He needed a new toothbrush and a flashlight. He knew I disapproved of smoking, so he asked his sister to send cigarettes. When he came home, we were thrilled that he was in one piece. Little did we know that the war came home with him. Sadly, he lost his battle with the inner demons on December 2, 2015. After he died, friends shared stories of all the ways he had helped and influenced people. He made me a better person. He showed me how to be kind, were reoccurring comments. He was great at encouraging you to go after your goals. He was supported in everyone except himself. Tonight, the military Wardogs would like to say it was because of heroes like you that we are here. We are forever honored to be here with you tonight. We would like to say thank you for your service and for being part of our honored heroes during our national tour. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. Look up and see me. I was born on June 14th, 1777, with just 13 stars and stripes. Representing one first 13 colonies, I stand for truth, honor, and freedom. I help remind America of its history and our sacrifice. I have led our troops into every war: Gettysburg, the trenches of France, the beaches of Normandy, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, and scores of distant lands long forgotten. I remember because I was there. During World War II, I was raised over Mount Shuberki by 5 Marines and a Navy corpsman on February 23rd, 1945. 3 of 6 men who raised me on that day, Susley Blanc, strength paid the ultimate sacrifice during the Battle of Iwo Jima. A decade later, space astronaut Neil Armstrong I was in space with astronaut Neil Armstrong when he was the first human to walk on the moon on July 21st, 1969. Over 500 million people watched us on TV, heard him say, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." As a silent witness to all of America's worst and finest hours, I enjoy nothing more than to wave in the deep blue peaceful sky. But my finest hours come when I fly at half-mast for our heroes. The most difficult days are when I lie in the troubling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of a fallen son or daughter. I remain the beacon of freedom. People travel from every corner of the world for a chance at a better life here in the United States. I've been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of the country we helped set free. I was raised again on September 11, 2001, at Ground Zero, after the attack on New York City. I am here tonight with you and our brave men and women in combat at this very moment. Be proud of who you are and who we are together, heroes of our heroes. As I honor you, my name is Old Glory. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as Old Glory will now be presented to Karen Staley and Angela Andrews. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for a moment of silence, the playing of taps, and the walk of honor to pay tribute to the gallant Americans who have made the ultimate sacrifice on behalf of a grateful nation. Karen and Angela departing.
Present arms!
On behalf of a grateful nation, we have the watch. Welcome home, American heroes. Please remain standing for our national anthem. My fellow Americans, here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Mike Ponder and Shannon Book. Artists tonight are part of the military affiliation artists and partner with Operation Encore.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, delivering tonight's ceremony first pitch, please welcome to the mound Master Sergeant Stephen Marquis. He works as a combat communications and has served in Afghanistan with the Joint Special Operations Command in 2019 for Operation Freedom. Operation Freedom Sentinel. He has been serving for 17 years and is married with 3 children and originally from Nashua, New Hampshire, and went to Nashua High School South. Accompanying him is U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Brian Hummel and U.S. Air Force First Lieutenant Allie Jakes. Tonight you will notice the Wardogs uniform are in honor of the United States Air Force with the colors blue, gray, and white. This year's tour titled that others may live is in honor of the pararescuers who have enlisted in the United States Air Force. If you are or were a member of the United States Air Force, please stand to be recognized for your service. If you are a previous or current pararescuer for the United States Air Force, please stop by our table for a special gift.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to historic Holman Stadium on a beautiful Thursday evening here in Nashua. John Collins along with Tom King and our special guest, James Jackson of Villanova and Philadelphia, who is joining us for tonight's telecast. Tom, it's an exhibition game. We were just told it could go 7 innings, it could go 9 innings. It's the Wardogs against the host, Nashua Silver Knights.
Yeah, John, this is a lot of touching ceremonies before this game. Good that they had a beautiful night for it.
Yeah, this game's has a lot to live up to. It's going to match the opening ceremonies.
No doubt about it. And welcome, James. Good to have you here on the broadcast. If we could turn that background noise down a little bit.
It goes with James' mic. That's James jumped on the mic for us with the our third mic. So, Tom, it's just a little bit. It comes in the middle there. That's all.
You might gotta do. I come with background. I come with theme music. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, you come with theme music, but you're used to doing that right down on the court
at Villanova.
At Villanova, you're your on-court MC.
The on-court MC for Villanova's men's and women's basketball teams, also their football teams.
All right, James. Now here's the question, and it's really going to depend a lot about how I treat you the rest of the night.
Okay.
All right, you're from Villanova. You're at Villanova. You're doing all that work there.
Yes, sir.
Are you a Knicks fan?
I'm not. I'm a Sixers fan first, but I enjoy when my Villanova Cats are playing well for the Knicks. That's what I'll say. But a Sixers fan first and foremost.
Sorry, James, you lose.
What? Well, how can he not be a Sixers fan? Are there?
Correctly.
I know.
All his Villanova guys are playing for the Knicks.
I know.
I get you.
Well, let me tell you how much hot water I was in when the Knicks were beating the Sixers. Everyone was looking at me sideways, like, what side of the line are you on, James?
Exactly.
I was put to the test.
Yeah, I bet.
So Ruger Beck is the leadoff hitter for the Wardogs, who have just 10 guys. They can't afford injuries in this game for sure. They got a pitcher we'll see in a moment in the bottom of the inning that's named Nitro. So expecting some gas from him.
Who we got on the mound here for Nashua?
Melendez pitching for Nashua, Tom. Is that an alumni or is it a current player?
I think he's on the roster.
Yes, Frankie Melendez, 6'3", 205 from Stone Hill.
Yeah.
Resident of
Frankie
Lowell.
got kicked out of a game earlier this year.
He did?
Yeah, from the dugout.
Wow.
Messed with that. I don't know if it was Kleiner or somebody kicked him out.
So Frankie makes his presence known then all over the field. Yeah,
exactly.
There we go.
Frankie goes to Hollerwood. He hollered at the umpire and he got ejected. How about that? So Melendez on the mound with the sun in his eyes, the lower body in shadows this time. It even got a 7 o'clock start here on a Thursday, July 25.
Yeah, we're not used to this 7 o'clock stuff.
So the right fielders in this game might have a little bit of a problem as you see them shielding eyes out there. First batter of the game, Ruger Beck lines it to left. Sinking line drive's going to get in there for a leadoff single. You a baseball guy as a player, James, when you're younger days, or?
Yeah, so I actually grew up playing baseball pretty much my whole life up until I graduated high school. So that the second baseman, the Silver Knights GM, Cam Cook, and the third baseman, Cole Luzens, we made up Phoenixville High School's, infield.
You were shortstop?
I was a second baseman.
Second
Cam was over at short.
Okay.
I was at second. But I'll tell you what, if we get a 5-4-3 double play at any point, it'll make all of Phoenixville, PA smile. I can tell you that.
Awesome. Maybe we will right here.
We're speaking into existence.
Yes, actually. 0-1 is the count. They called out a strike. It was pretty high. The two-hitter for the Wardogs is R.J. Vaughn, the second baseman. They're coming off a win last night in Concord. They're a traveling team. I believe they're out of Eastern Connecticut, one of several Wardogs clubs that are around the country. That pitch gets away, and it'll allow Ruger Beck to advance to second base. So scoring position, Wardogs do win a lot of games. I don't see an official record here, but you see they beat the Granite State All-Star game. One of the players from the U.S. Navy in this game for the Wardogs, Michael Livesey, who is going to be batting sixth. He was a star in that one against the Granite State All-Stars, 2 for 5.
So is that Cook at second base?
That's Cook at second base.
Oh, I'm hoping for an error. I really am.
Not my boy. Not my boy.
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
He's too. It's like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike.
Well, first of all, you're
on
my bad list.
I'm sorry.
You're a Sixers fan.
Let me not speak out of turn then.
Actually, you know what? The Sixers are okay. You know, the only time I really root for them is when they play the Celtics.
So you're a Knicks fan? That sounds like.
Yeah, I'm from upstate New York.
Okay.
So I'm from Albany, New York originally. So.
All right, well, we have a common enemy up here in Boston. So we
lifelong Celtics fans, baby.
I'm about to come in there with you.
The reason John's a lifelong Celtics fan is he's a front runner.
Come on, man. I used to.
How many teams were there in the NBA when they won all those titles? About 5?
Six
Is that
teams.
it?
Well,
It didn't matter, man.
The Sixers were one of them. The
You could
Sixers
add,
were still
you
there.
could add 35 teams. We had Bill Russell. That was the end of the story.
That was all you needed.
You weren't beating a team who started 5 Hall of Famers. I'm not sure too many teams that beat that.
We had Cousy and Russell. That's all we needed. What do we have here? A intentional walk?
Evidently, I don't know.
Oh, maybe it was.
I think it clipped him. I think a pitch got him.
Yeah,
You got it.
It took 2 umps to figure that out.
Right.
And this is only a 2-ump game, guys.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. We were talking about positioning of the 3-umpire crew last night.
Man, I'll tell you couldn't pay me enough to be an umpire. Look where he's got to stand.
I know.
And this is the 3-hitter up there, Kelson Hodgson. It looks like he could hit bullets.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got a nice short swing. Swung I missed there, but he's got a nice short swing.
The umpire's got no glove. He's got no protection.
And he's standing in the sun. That doesn't even have a great line of visibility.
And, not to be ageist as a 60-plus guy, but he's no 28-year-old James Jackson out there. I mean, that's a low reaction.
I'll tell you what. A 28-year-old James Jackson is never standing that far on the grass. Like 28-year-old James Jackson, I'm back on the dirt. I'm giving even myself some reaction
James,
time.
James, you don't look a day over 35.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm looking young. I'm glad I'm keeping it young.
So a 1-1 count here to the 3-hitter for the Wardogs. Have the first 2 batters aboard with nobody out. Tough spot for Frankie Melendez, top half of the first inning. Comes low with the fastball, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and I don't think Melendez has thrown a lot in the last couple of weeks. So,
and I think the Wardogs noticed that. Very patient at bats, already have a hit by pitch, and the first batter took him, 4 or 5 pitches in the account. So they're willing to wait for theirs for sure.
I want to see these guys. I want to see a double steal.
See if they run it all in this game, and
that would be funny. A double steal in an exhibition game, right?
Double steal.
That's like whack right across the face.
You're gonna force the GM's hand in there to put the starters in net if we're going double steals in the first inning. Yeah.
Well, the vibe I get from this Wardog team, they mean business.
Oh,
they didn't come here to just be the Washington Generals to the Globetrotters tonight.
You ever met anybody in the military? You ever met anybody in the military who didn't?
Exactly.
In business? Come on.
Exactly. I mean, before the game ceremonies, as you know, you see a lot of ceremonies where they introduce players and they run out to the foul line and line up. They did it in a formation, like they sprinted in formation and took their places. That was interesting. I never had seen that before. Of course, a military team would bring that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Frankie Melendez pitch. Hodgson bounces it off the plate.
Cook's gonna make a play.
Oh, nicely done.
Look at that. Sign him up. Put him out there.
Just as we teach it in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, right there. That's textbook right there.
Got it out of his glove.
I taught him everything he knows over there at second base. He's doing a great job for me.
I got a great photo of him from, 2016. Him sliding into third base. He's half standing up and out by a mile. I mean, by a mile. And the look on his face was like, oh, God, what did I do?
I'll tell you what. through high school baseball, there may not have been a more aggressive base runner, a more determined baseball player than Cam Cook, and I say that with all seriousness in my body.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Is.
They had a gaping hole at third base in I think it was 16, and somebody had Cam wasn't happy playing in the upstate in the league in New York where he was, and I guess somebody I don't know all the channels that it went through, but the team found out about it and grabbed him and said, "You want to come here?" So he got his release and came here and played third, and they couldn't move him off. They could not move him off the position. I think he started at second, and then they moved him to third, and after he got his feet wet, and he was the third baseman for 2 championship teams.
A couple hit records later, now he's the GM winning championships. It's a great story.
Yeah.
It's the Silver Knights success story is what I like to say.
Yeah, except this year and the last year, they haven't been too successful. So I got some tough questions for Cam, the GM.
He's ready for him. He's ready. We don't shy from the tough questions. He's ready for him, and we'll bounce back.
Melendez pitch to Eddie Hinken is low and away. Eddie Hinken was the star of the game last night in a win in Concord. 3 hits and 4 runs batted in. Eddie, I-H-N-K-E-N, Inken, and he is from the U.S. Coast Guard.
Then he's ahead in the count 2-1.
Yeah, big opportunity here. That was like basically a swing and bunt with nobody out from Hodson to put 2 runners in scoring position. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Missed low, apparently.
Yeah, apparently is the key word there, John.
Everybody else on the right
side. When John says apparently, James, that means he doesn't agree with the call.
He doesn't agree. But he's a professional, and he won't call out the umpire like that.
No, we do that here.
The guy on my right will call out everybody. You just got a taste of it.
He did.
I will call everybody
I was on the broadcast
out.
for 3 seconds and got called out. So.
Yeah.
The 3-1 pitch, a hitter's count here for Inken.
Yeah, against a good hitter, and he stayed away from him.
And I think even the batter was surprised that was ball 4. So he takes a walk.
Not the most terrible outcome. Forced at every base.
True.
Double play back in order.
True.
To go, for home to first. So
the hitter is Mike Livesey, the left fielder, who was 2 for 5 in the win over the Granite State All-Stars. He can hit as well. That umpire still in danger. Silver Knights still in danger of a big inning here. Top of the first against the Wardogs. The traveling military-affiliated and first responders team out of Eastern Connecticut. That's a strike, waist high over the outside corner. 0-1.
Is that a slow motion replay of the umpire making the call or what? I mean, come on.
Oh, boy.
Raise the arm
You
right
don't
away.
like the style of the umpire.
Raise the arm.
He's the pointer. The 0-1 pitch, low. 1-1 is the count. The Silver Knights defending against Livesey straight away at all positions. You do see the first baseman cheating up a little bit. Cam Cook hoping for the double play in the middle to end the inning along with his counterpart Martin at short. And Lucens at third base.
James, stop crying. James, stop crying, will you?
Is that me? I'm sorry. I want Cameron Cole to do well so bad.
He's not that young.
I want Cameron Cole to do well so bad it's hurting. That's what it is.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Pitch is a strike. Melendez is ahead for the first time I can see in this game, 1-2.
Has he thrown a breaking ball?
I don't know. All I know is that I think we're getting inching closer to 7 innings that were at this top of the first takes forever.
They said they were flexible on the game.
Yeah, well, I hope so because this game, I mean, Melendez is taking his time. He's
That's the pitching coach crying in the background, by the way.
It might be.
About this first 3 batters.
Spencer?
3 out of 4 reaching.
Yep.
The 1-2 on the way. Excuse me, did he get a piece of it?
Yes,
no, he did.
He did.
Strike on the swing. I think he called it on
No one
the
was
swing.
going to go. I mean, there was no place for everybody to go. Ball's just off the plate, and that's a swinging strike, so that's it. And they did not throw it. Yeah, they didn't have to throw it. First base was occupied. So 2 down for Melendez. Let's see if he can get out of this.
That was a big out. Strike 3 on Livesey. Spencer Madden,
By the way,
batter now.
We might want to tell people the Silver Knights in a game that counted today won. They rallied to beat Worcester 9-8.
Yeah, this is their 3rd game in about 24 hours.
Yep. Well, I don't think
Very
a lot
high.
of these guys that are playing tonight have played in the game except a couple
true.
of pitchers who may play a position. because that's what they want to do. So and they get the hit and everything else. That was Melendez's best pitch right there, up and in strike.
So yeah, it was a chase too by Madden, well up out of the zone. That one's off the plate, 1-1.
They were up 4-0 this morning against Worcester. Worcester got 8 runs in the 7th inning, I believe.
That's how it went?
Yes. And
wow. Then,
so I think it was 8 in the 7th or 8 in the 7th or the 8th. I'm not sure. And they came back with 2 with 4 in the next inning, next half inning to tie it up.
Front door curve finds the corner, 1-2.
Our guy Shane McNamara, 3-run double. And
how about that? That's an unlikely comeback the way they were swinging the bats.
And then another RBI
night.
hit, and then that tied it up at 8. And then
Nader?
Nader walked or scored on a wild pitch in the 10th inning and extra innings. Ghost runner.
Wow.
And Andres Holfacker
swung and a miss. He just has to step on the plate, and that's the inning.
Wow, how about that?
Frankie Melendez gets out of it.
Ramos
a bases
grabs
loaded
the
jam.
loose ball, steps on the plate. That's not bad.
Umpire was in danger. Melendez got out of it. How about that? How about that?
Yeah. So he's probably going to have to stand there again. Hopefully he escapes fired for the rest of the 7 or 9 inning contest.
You know, for an exhibition game, this isn't a bad crowd. I guess the military and the VFW is upstairs. They have a box. I believe someone from the VFW is going to come down. After the 2nd inning and talk. So
James, you want to critique the technique of the MC here?
I'm actually trying to take notes. So
she's good.
I do basketball and football, right? And Villanova, we're trying to find different sports that I can go out to, make the games a little bit more lively. And we're trying to figure out when and where I fit into their baseball games. So I tell Cam, I take a lot of notes from how he does an on-field host, how he incorporates them into the game, what he does, when he does it. And so, I'm really, when you see me looking down there, I'm really trying to picture what is she doing, how long is she doing it for, when is she getting out, you know what I mean?
Usually what will happen, the on-field host will come out after the top of the 1st, and they will come out and just introduce themselves to the crowd, say, enjoy the night, the whole bit. We'll be doing stuff throughout the game. And then they start something the next half inning, I think, and then they keep some of the activities going, they do a great job with it, no doubt about it.
I like the welcome. I think that's
the welcome is the best thing.
I think that's a lost
That's the way to do it.
Before you just start,
and you get on top of the dugout to do it.
I see you on top of the dugout, and you get in front of, instead of just getting on the mic one inning and start, yelling for people to make noise or cheer. Let them know who you are first and what you're here to do and how you're here to complement the game. Give them an inning to digest that, then come back for the game. I like that.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
They run a good show here in Nashua Silver Knights, huh? They run a good show.
Yeah,
I like that.
They do.
I like that.
I hope they get a good crowd tomorrow night, and then they've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week to finish it out, because they're down about 200 a game from last year's average, and part of the reason is the schedule was brutal for them in June. Too many early weeknights. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
Tough to do that. They made up for some of that with the Education Day games at the start of the season that drew, 4-figure crowds and everything else. And they'll fireworks tomorrow night, but they only had one Friday in July, and that's tomorrow night. That hurts them a little bit. So they bank on that, but they should get a good crowd tomorrow night, and they should get a good crowd for the final home game of the regular season on August 2nd. And they have a good crowd tonight. I think that this gravitates towards some of their older fans, obviously, veterans and everything else. They do the salute to service every Saturday night. And also, a lot of the season ticket holders are older. It's an older crowd for season ticket holders, and a lot of them are veterans.
Can I make an observation that I would like you guys to either validate or say I'm wrong about?
Well, I'll tell you you're wrong, but go ahead.
Okay. The Silver Knights have some of the best jersey array combinations I've seen of any amateur team. Their jerseys are elite.
The thing is I don't go on the road unless it's playoff time, so I don't see what some of the other combos are that some of the other teams have. But Their combo is great. And the thing is,
Brendan Martin pops it up. Is it playable?
No. Is it? Oh, I thought it was going to reach over the screen.
Yeah, hit
the
catcher's
thing
glove.
is, James, the players themselves love these blue jerseys.
The blue jerseys are sweet.
And they love them, and they wear them as much as they can. But their main color is supposed to be red.
It's the red, yeah. But the fireworks jersey it gives a very Sandlot on 4th of July feel, and I love that.
Yep, and it bases the way they brought out the red, white, and blue bases that they used on the 4th of July. So
2-1 count on Brendan Martin, the leadoff batter for the Nashua Silver Knights.
You know who Brendan Martin is, John, right?
From Nichols?
Well, yeah, he's from Nichols, but he's the assistant coach.
Oh, that's right.
B-Mart.
He grounds out to the third baseman. Miller Richardson makes the play.
And B-Mart is also the Nashua South varsity assistant. So my guess is he'll be a high school head coach someday. I wouldn't be surprised if he feels he has the time to do it.
This your guy?
This is my guy,
This
man.
your guy, James, up here from Philly and lifelong friends with Cam Cook, James Jackson with us.
I tell you
from
what,
Villanova.
the pitcher does not have an easy at bat on his hands right now. I tell you that right now.
Look at him stand forward in the box. Pretty crowding on the plate, and he takes
he gets
one.
hit. I was going to say he was going to get hit. I was going to say that. I didn't do it. I should have done it right then.
Nearly led our conference in hit by pitches senior year.
Yeah, he gets
it was almost once a week he was going to get on base.
Yeah, he gets on the plate.
You could tell by the way he took that pitch, he'd done it before.
Well, I mean,
many times.
That lower part of his tricep is probably nerves are probably just numb at that point from taking baseballs.
Now I want to see him try
Took one for the team again.
You want to see some wheels?
I want to see him try to steal.
You want to see some wheels? I want to see some wheels too.
Yeah,
I know he has
them.
them. I know he can dig.
So Cam Cook, that's a hit by pitch for each team.
When he first joined the front office, his first year as the assistant GM and then his first year as GM, anytime there was a game in this stadium, he'd go nuts.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to go out and play.
I bet.
You know?
Well, he just come off that field. Like he's just on it.
Right.
River Hard batting in the 3 spot in tonight's exhibition with an opportunity here. 1-2 is the count on the Silver Knights slugger, who continues to lead the FCBL in homers with 7. Trying to get a hold of a pitch he can drive on a night tonight that seems to be a lot kinder weather-wise to those guys who might hit the deep ones. Oh, he's swinging bunt instead. It goes about 10 feet. Throw to first in time.
Yeah, he needed about another 5 to 8 feet on that swinging bunt to get a chance for a hit. So just topped it. Little spin on that pitch.
Ruger Beck up out of his catcher crouch to make the play. 2 out.
But now Cook is at second base.
Yeah, well, we got a phantom at the plate and a phantom on the pond, so this is a big moment here for the 6-1-0. If we can get something done here.
I'm counting on a home plate collision.
What's that, Mr. Lusen's first name, James?
Cole Luzens.
Cole Luzens.
Yes, sir.
He's a big boy, huh?
Yeah, man.
He hit some dingers back in the day.
He's been big since we were 12 years old. So Cam and Cole played for the same Little League in-house team. I played for the crosstown rival. So when we would go to districts and stuff, we would clash. And me, Cam, and Cole have some legendary battles at 11, 12 years old.
So he's a grip it and rip it guy. No batting gloves.
Old school. You know, you probably missed it. He probably put dirt on his hands when he was in the batter's box.
Like Yaz used to do.
Yeah, it's natural batting gloves up there.
That's awesome. Yeah, he looks menacing up there. Intimidating. He's got an 0-2, and he has to hit it up the middle. Base hit.
Let's go,
Cam Cook trying to turn
We're
those
gonna
wheels.
Get a play at the plate. Here it comes.
And it's
Cut
not
off.
going to get him. Oxygen.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the hammies are tight. We can
James got up out of his seat for that run home, which, what was that, about 10 seconds?
I was going to tell him to unhook it coming around third. Unhook the trailer 17, but we got it.
You can't make this stuff up.
That's great. Oh, man, you got to see it.
Sean Stevenson steps in now.
What,
for
the Philly
Silver
connection?
Knights.
Hook it up. We got James Jackson on the call. We had the run scored by Cam Cook, and it brought in by Cole Luzens.
And up in the mayor's suite, we have the Luzens family and the Cook family up there to take that in. So that was meant to be just now. That was for the whole family to enjoy.
All right, here's the next question, James.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Football team.
Oh, I'm safe up here. I hesitated because I'm not. This answer isn't safe where I'm from, but I'm a Buccaneers fan actually.
Okay.
Buccaneers fan
That's
actually.
not bad. All right.
So are you a Patriots fan, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for Tom Brady. We took very good care of him.
You
we
did.
appreciate that.
You're welcome. You appreciated him. Like Belichick didn't at the end.
I covered the Patriots, James.
Okay. So pseudo thank you to you as well.
He's not impressed with Tom Brady. He's known him for like 25 years back in the locker room.
Oh yeah. So
just another rookie.
That's just another name for him. Yeah.
Yes.
Just another name I got to write.
Belichick, too.
Oh, man.
What? Oh, jeez.
So are you guys, it was more Belichick or more Brady?
80.
Okay.
Oh,
As long as we can be honest. As long as we can be honest.
You know.
It was the player, but the combination certainly.
Sure.
Those defenses,
Brady
right?
took the scheme to Tampa.
Those defenses.
He took a couple players with him, too.
Yeah,
You know, that's the thing.
Gronk didn't hurt. Gronk didn't hurt.
You know, that helped. So.
And almost Julian Edelman. But Julian Edelman was rumored to come out of retirement with Brady too to join us.
I thought Edelman retired because he physically couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
You know.
Silver Knights catcher Ramos batting with 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Silver Knights may not be done scoring yet in this bottom of the first inning. They lead this exhibition game 1-0. Hit to center. And it's going to be an easy out. Center fielder Kelson Hodgson makes the play for out number 3. But the Silver Knights, Philadelphia scores first.
Silver Knights get themselves
Silver Knights, Philadelphia. I like that.
What's going on with but I tell you, what's going on with the Phillies this year, huh? Wow, what a game, what a year they have.
What a year, right? We'll come out the gates scorching hot thanks to a lighter schedule for the MLB. Appreciate that, but took advantage of it. And then we do what the Phillies do, right? You know, right before the All-Star break, coming out of the All-Star break is normally our toughest time of the year. We're hitting a little bit of a plateau. So, you know, we're split against the Twins. Don't love to see that. So hopefully we can get it back. But took care of the biggest series. We took care of it. Took care of the Yankees. Took care of the Dodgers post All-Star break.
Hold on a second. You didn't play the Yankees. Yeah, I'm a Yankee fan. You haven't played them yet.
Yeah. Gotta.
Haven't played them yet.
Gotta take care of the Yankees. Took care of the Dodgers. I like that.
I think teams right now can take care of my Yankees with their eyes closed.
Well, you still have 60 wins, right? We're one of how many teams have 60 wins in baseball? So you gotta.
I got to see the Phillies play the Padres in San Diego earlier this season. I was on a trip to see my sister lives out there, and we went to a game in beautiful park. We used to be called Petco.
They used to be called Petco, right?
Yeah, but anyway, the food choices are off the charts. But the Phillies won big. Holman had another big game.
Love it.
And but their second baseman.
Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott. Everybody's like, here comes Bryce Harper, like dribbles it. He wasn't hot back then. Bryson Stott hit 2 home runs in that game.
Yeah, Bryson Stott is a very streaky hitter, and he's on a not so hot streak right now.
Yeah, he almost hit 3. He hit the third one to the wall.
When people forget that Braves series last year, before the Diamondback series, I mean, Bryson Stott is just as big of a reason we win that Braves series to go to the CS as anybody.
James.
Yes, sir.
You lost to the Diamondbacks up 3-2 going home.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, first up 2-0 going home, and then up 3-2 going back home. I know.
How did that happen?
Thinking that we just beat the Braves last year, and then the Padres to go to the World Series. Who are the Diamondbacks? The same reason the Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers, and the same reason the Diamondbacks, came out the wild card, because every team was looking past them, including us. We were looking past them to the Rangers and got beat. But I think that is the reason the Phillies have the best record in baseball now, is that collapse last year. It's still not sitting right with the players.
But you've got the thing that makes me smile is you got the guy who should have been running the Red Sox for the last 5 years, Dave Dombrowski.
Hey man. We owe a lot to Mr. Dombrowski up in the front office.
He wins everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes. Yeah.
Jordan Dunkley, the first baseman for the Wardogs, drawing leadoff duty here in the top of the second inning against the Nashua Silver Knights. They're trying to win their second game today.
Yeah, how about that? I know it. 2 games. Staying alive, 8 games left, and I think they need to win them all to have a shot, especially since the last 2 are at Vermont, the team that is in the 4th and final playoff spot.
Jordan Dunkley, we got a post of, he's the Air Force member. And he's ahead in the count 2-1, had a healthy hack there.
Now, John, I did junior ROTC.
You did, that's right. You mentioned that before, yeah.
Yep.
So you could be in this game right now. We thought you were Jersey.
No, if you ever saw him, the
yeah.
Celebrity Home Run Derby, no.
Yeah, there was a celebrity home run. There was the celebrity home run derby.
He
here,
still
James.
claims Mark DeShanes was throwing him cutters.
Yes. He was.
Oh,
there was
it was gravity talk.
There was a pitcher. There was a pitcher named Mark DeShanes who I covered. He played for the independent league team
Made it
here.
to AAA with the Red Sox, right? With that changeup.
So he was throwing the pitches for the Celebrity Home Run Derby, and every pitch tailed away from me. Every single pitch. I think I fouled 1 off out of 10, and that was it.
I mean, that can't be tailing away from you, right?
Miss New Hampshire won that contest.
Yes, Miss New Hampshire. I lost to Miss New Hampshire. Yeah, she won it.
Where do you like your pitches? Where
down the middle. down the middle and maybe 50 miles an hour.
And a little humpback on it, right?
Yeah, a little zip on it. I mean, really, come on. This is back in 2011.
Wow.
No, 12. 2012. No, maybe it was 11. The first All-Star game, I think it was here.
Miller Richardson, the batter, waves at that one. He's down on the count to Frankie Melendez, 0-2.
I haven't seen many pitches with move it from Melendez, and that was a nice little front door cutter that really had the hitter in a buckle right there.
Yeah,
see if he does it again.
Yeah, his fastball is a little straight. That's something he needs to improve on a little bit.
Yeah, and that was some bit of a slider there. They don't check. I don't know if that's because it's the exhibition game. I think that's probably
I think he went.
Yeah,
so it's got to be a full swing.
If that's a game that counts, I think they go to the first base umpire in that, who happens to be in the 2-man crew down at first base right now. So it's a 1-2 count to Miller Richardson. That's high, 2-2. I think your buddy Cam moved over to third. Yeah.
Him and Cole, the Phoenixville.
You can't miss him in the red jersey.
In the red jersey, yeah.
Cole Luzin's over to short.
Uh-huh. That's strike 3 called over the outside corner. Speaking of colorful jerseys, I won this way back, we're talking 20-something years ago, in one of the auctions they had here. I have at home a Chop Pew Halloween night Nashua Pride uniform in Halloween colors.
Wow.
With the the scary numbers on it.
Where you get an auction for that nowadays?
I don't know. Everybody knows who Chop Pew is. I value it. It says number 3 on it. Back from the Glen Murray days.
Pew is a Red
Chop
Sox
Pew.
minor leaguer. I think he made it to the majors for a couple games, didn't he, John? A cup of coffee?
I think he did. I think you can look him up.
Yeah, a cup of coffee.
And he played here for the Nashua Pride, which was an independent professional league team that played here from 1998 to 2008.
Yep, managed by Butch Hobson to the championship. A couple of times or just the once?
2 titles.
2 titles,
They were in the Independent Atlantic League.
Where a lot of ex-major
and
leaguers
you'll
played.
identify with this, James, at the time, and I don't think there's a team there now. There may be, I'm not sure. But at the time, Camden had a team in the Atlantic League.
So they still have that field there, the Camden. I want to Red Drag or something like that.
So do they have a team in the Frontier League or
Sharks? I'm not something like that.
Yeah. River Sharks were the Atlantic League team.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be there now.
Delaware has the blue claws, so I know there's a Delaware team.
Yeah. 1-2 on Justin Rosa, who's the 9-hitter in the Wardogs lineup, fouls it at the plate.
That field is still there on Rutgers Camden's campus,
I was
right
there
on the water.
I was there for a weekend.
It's a nice field. Our campus is all brand new. My little brother actually had a baseball AAU tournament out there a couple weeks ago, so I was actually just on that campus. It's nice.
So the 1-2 pitch from Frankie Melendez, who struck out 3 of the last 4 Wardogs batters here in the bottom part of the order. He's got another strikeout to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Better luck with the top of the order next inning. Justin Rosa didn't like the call. And I guess the umpires don't count as your superior officer, but for the baseball purposes, that's what it is.
They're higher up. They're
Yeah,
higher
exactly.
up. So
It probably falls on deaf ears in both instances.
Yeah.
So.
Very, very interesting to see a military man talk back to someone of authority like that, right?
Yeah,
No kidding,
it is,
huh?
right?
Very interesting.
Baseball brings that out
It
in
brings
you,
out
though,
the best.
you know?
Yeah, I'll tell you
Yeah.
what.
I was the position of authority my senior year. I was a lieutenant colonel.
There you go.
Second in
ROTC?
command. Second in command.
Had some-
Junior ROTC.
Had some stars. Had some stars on the uniform, right?
Oh, I had all that stuff. I had to polish it every night.
There you go.
Shine my shoes every night.
Oh,
it was mandatory at the,
a man
at the
of
school.
character.
It was junior ROTC mandatory at this high school. I went
Right.
to. Christian Brothers Academy in Albany, New York.
Okay.
All guys school. You haven't figured that out yet.
You're a
boys.
better man than me. You're a better
Yep.
man than me.
Now I had family tradition there. My brothers went there. My father used to teach there. So
Okay.
I didn't have a choice.
I have some connections. My grandfather on my mom's side, retired Navy veteran, and then another one of our good friends between me, Cam Cook, Cole Luzens, Richard Gosling served in the Marines. So
Now
you
my
know.
brother's retired Army. He was I think he was a colonel. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Now he works in the military part time.
Here we go. So yes, thank you to service to all out there who have served for our country and for us. Appreciate it. On this salute to service game.
Absolutely. And from the schedule I saw, the Wardogs are back here next Thursday night. It said WD on August 1st, so I assume they'll be back for another.
No.
Who is that?
No, that's
Is that like a makeup or?
no. I don't know who it is on
Okay.
August 1st, but it's New Britain. What are you looking at?
Oh, I saw it on the online.
No.
Okay.
No, this is their
This
only
is the
appearance,
one,
and
yeah.
then next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, I believe they play the Road Warriors again. Thursday is New Britain, and I'm not sure who they play Friday.
Anthony Ruggiero is the leadoff batter for the Silver Knights here in the second inning, trying to double up on their lead.
No, they
perhaps.
drop. Nope, pop to first.
First pitch and backing up and making the play, Jordan Dunkley.
That was trouble though.
It was.
That was
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah, I stand corrected. Westfield on Wednesday. All right.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, Westfield, and then the Road Warriors on Thursday and New
Okay.
Britain on Friday.
Okay, that's what it
Is
is.
that
We're
in-
doing that New Britain game, by the way.
Yes, we are. That's the last home game.
Oh, last home
Yep.
game. So 1 up, 1 pitch, and 1 down here in the Silver Knights second. And that brings up Mike Crowley from Assumption, Londonderry, New Hampshire resident.
We saw him pitch last night.
Yeah, getting at bat here.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. Pitchers wanted to be able to play the field and hit.
And this pitcher, Nitro, has been featuring the soft stuff for the Wardogs, and it's been somewhat effective.
I noticed that they call him Nitro to reverse psychology. That's right. They call him Nitro, and
That's
he
a
comes
good
out here
point.
throwing the soft
Yeah.
stuff. Had us all on our back
know.
heels.
He's got the reverse thrusters on.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly hit ground ball to second base, and he gets rid of it in time. Play made by R.J. Vaughn over to Jordan Dunkley for the second out of the inning.
And with only one other player, right? There's only one other player on this team?
Yeah,
So
10
if they,
people.
If
Yeah,
they
10
bring in
people.
a,
I think,
if they bring in a pitcher, it's either going to be that guy or it's going to be somebody in the field.
Although I can see 3 people in uniform over there. One of them's probably the head coach.
I think they're all coaches.
Frank Wallen is with us, along with Tim O'Neill by our camera crew, by the way.
Base hit.
And a base hit off the end of the bat. It'll work for Chenevert.
for
Andrew
Chenever-
gets a hit.
Andrew Chenevert, who is one of their is probably their ace.
If we can
On the
bat
mound.
around one more time to get 17, one more at bat before he hangs it up for the game, I need a real at bat from him. I need a real hit from him.
Yeah, we'll see. Where are we? We're at top of the order now. So
He's on deck.
he's on
Oh,
deck.
in the
Although I
hole?
don't see him.
I don't see him either. He must be getting ready. You know, you gotta get ready.
So 1 ball, no strikes.
What a night. I mean, I looked at the forecast 2
Yeah.
or 3 days ago,
I
and it
agree,
looked
yeah.
like this thing wasn't going to get played.
Might have get washed out.
Right.
Brendan Martin with an opposite field clinker for a base hit. And good base running there. A hesitation move by Chenever, but he makes it easily to third.
Oh, he must have loved doing that slide, even when he didn't have to.
Yeah, I know.
It
That
is
was a totally unnecessary slide.
Yeah.
So the Silver Knights, Kyle Jackson's given up his usual third base coaching duties, Tom.
Yes, I noticed that there's a military, someone in uniform
So
there.
that is actually Cam's fiance's little sister.
Is it?
Okay,
Yes,
right.
yes.
James Jackson, who's with us, if you just joined us from Philadelphia, from Villanova, he is lifelong friends with Cam, baseball teammates, and he's rooting for him big time to come through here with 2 outs.
I mean, if we can put a ribby in the stat sheet, how about that to tie a
He's
bow on the
already
day?
got
Does
the
that mean
run
we got to
scored.
name him MVP of the game?
I mean,
Uh-oh.
if we all want to keep our jobs, might bode well for us.
Yeah, that's true. How about that? So the 2-hitter in the order. There goes
Somebody's
the runner.
actually
They're going to take a
stealing
shot
this
at him.
game?
Wow.
They're stealing in this game? Oh, my God.
No mercy from B-Mart. No mercy.
None at all.
I wonder if we're sending the signs from third down there. We're ruthless.
Stolen base for Martin.
I mean, we have a military presence at third, so we're not taking anything lightly from the third base coach. We
That's right.
get a sign. We better follow orders.
A Cam Cook hit could bring 2 runs batted in, and he is ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, he'll probably wimp out again and get hit.
Well, if this was Cam Cook in high school, I'll tell you a push button would be going up that first
Yes.
base line.
Really?
I guarantee.
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
I guarantee
Yep.
you it would. I don't know when the last time
Yeah,
he's
he
laid
did,
one
a little,
down.
he did a little of that with Silver Knights. when
Yeah,
he
I'm
played.
sure he did. Loves the small ball. I'm sure he's thinking about it in a 2-1 count too.
Base hit to center.
Oh,
And here
no.
comes Martin with that great speed. That is 2 runs batted in. Uh-oh. And the fist pump from the booth from James Jackson.
So we got him with a RBI, with 2 RBIs and a run scored.
Oh, boy.
How about that? Cole Lusen's 1 for 1 with
He's
an
the
RBI
leader
himself.
in the
Yeah.
clubhouse for the MVP, for sure.
I would love. I might have to rejoin the broadcast. If you guys have to name him MVP, I might have to be here for that.
Unless our man here, River Hart, hits home runs in successive at-bats.
Yeah, then yeah.
Yeah, River
He can
Hart.
rescue
River Hart,
Tom.
a
Oh,
Nashua
he took
native.
a home run cut, but it goes up the silo in the infield. And the shortstop calling for it for the Wardogs. Eddie Inkin makes it out number 3. But the Silver Knights with the big hit from Cam Cook.
You know, I'm really afraid that tomorrow night,
3-0.
when I get here to cover this game tomorrow night, that I'm going to see Cam Cook in the lineup at third base. I'm really scared about that.
Our on base percentage is 1,000 right now.
Oh,
we
that's true.
got 2 RBIs, and
Yep.
I mean,
Boy.
if we're loose, if he wakes up loose and limber tomorrow, you're definitely gonna see him taking BP at the very least.
That's great.
You've got a VFW guy that's coming in there. James, if you could just
Yes,
give
sir.
him the headset for this
Absolutely.
interview, and then you're welcome to stay on the broadcast as long as you want.
Absolutely. I think we're
Okay.
being called back to the suite to rejoin the family. So I just want to thank you
Okay.
guys so much.
Hey, it was a
for
joy
letting me
having
be
you.
on the
Great having
broadcast.
you,
This was
James.
great so
James,
much. You guys are awesome. Yes, sir.
If there's any good food up there, bring it down.
Oh, absolutely. I look out for my fellow broadcasters.
All right,
so I
good.
got
All
you
right,
guys.
great.
I got you
You got
guys.
a great voice and a great future.
Thank you so
James.
much. You guys are
Yeah.
amazing. You guys are great broadcasters. Continue to do a great job calling these games, okay?
Thank you.
Great working with you, James.
Thank you, sir.
Chris Datillo joins us, Tom, a commander of the Nashua VFW Post 483, also a member of the Police Honor Guard, who took part in the pregame ceremonies, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
We were saying that the game had a lot to live up to because of the pageantry beforehand. Chris Datillo has done several tours overseas, Guantanamo Bay and Iraq included. Involved in coaching youth baseball. His son plays baseball. Thank you for your service, first of all, in that cauldron over there in Iraq. What's a temperature like there right now, you think?
Oh, right now, I don't know. I know the hottest we were there was 135
How
in the
do you
shade.
survive that?
I'd say you get used to it, but that would be a lie.
Okay.
You don't really get used to it. You just drink a lot of water.
How long were you there in Iraq?
Just over a year. Just over a year.
Away
Yeah.
from your family.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You guys are incredible.
Well, thank you.
So, what's your connection with the Wardogs now?
So we heard about them coming to Nashua, and I didn't know much about them. So I, researched and stuff like that. And what a great organization! Not only a great organization, but what a great baseball team. I mean, this is awesome to come to Nashua. So we're honored to be here. We reached out. I'm with several other members of the Veterans of Foreign Wars post here in Nashua, here watching the game, and it's been great so far.
It's been the ceremonies were touching before the game. It's had to be a great opportunity for your organization to come out here and be as visible as they are.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, afterwards, I spoke after we marched off the field after doing the color guard. I actually reached out to the manager of the Wardogs, and I was like, "Man, that was incredible! What a moving ceremony!
Yes.
What pageantry! What a sign of respect! Yeah. People sometimes often forget, we got to honor our fallen, but we also got to remember the fallen of our families. The families of the fallen sometimes get forgotten, and that's sad. What they did here this evening was incredible. It really was.
I'm wondering, too, the Wardogs have this kind of pageantry before all their appearances. I would imagine they do as much as they can for that. Because that's why they're here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're here to support and raise money for different types of things.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. For the veterans and for the military and give everybody awareness.
Absolutely.
And great event, great night, perfect weather. I can't believe the weather. I really can't.
The weather could not have been better, right?
It didn't look. It didn't look like that, right? Exactly.
No. Yep. No, this is wonderful.
And it's wonderful to be joined by Chris Dutilio, the commander of the Nashua VFW Post 483, as we watch the Wardogs bat here in the top of the third. They do get a runner to second base, but there are two out, a ground out and a strikeout.
Smart play there not to try to turn two.
Yep. R.J. Vaughn, who singled sharply to the opposite field, is at second with two out as the Wardogs seek to get on the scoreboard, could say the warboard. Trailing 3-0 to the Silver Knights here in the top of the third inning. So which team do you coach right now?
So part of the Nashua Cal Ripken League here in Nashua.
Yeah.
My team this last summer was the Tigers.
What ages is that you coach?
10U. It was
10U. You enjoy that age group?
Yeah. It's incredible.
Did that hit him? No.
It looked like it did, but apparently
Went
not.
by.
It was close.
Yes, and we always put the Cal Ripken results in the Telegraph every week.
Yes.
Your PR guy, Adam, I think is his first name.
Yes, Adam Proto.
Does a fantastic job, gets them to me.
That's high praise, by the way.
Yeah,
from Mr.
gets them to
Mr.
me as
Brush.
early, and every once in a while gives me some photos too. So
yes, he's a great PR guy.
Yeah.
He's on the league with the Cal Ripken League board of directors.
Broken bat, backhanded, and across the diamond. Nice throw to retire the side.
Good play.
So the Wardogs strand a runner at third, and they'll need a new bat for Eddie Inkin next time up. 3-0, the Silver Knights lead as we go to the bottom of the third.
Of course, John, Cal Ripken is the Babe Ruth equivalent of Little League.
Sure.
And they used to be called Bambino.
That's correct.
Oh, I remember that.
So in 1988, the Bambino World Series was right here at Holman Stadium.
Wow, really? I did not know that.
Yes, it was.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
And
I'm sure Tom was here too.
yeah, I know. I did the games. Did the games, a couple of them on TV.
Wow.
And covered it for the Telegraph. Woody Woodland, John, you know Woody.
Oh, yeah. I know Woody.
Yeah, exactly. Nice job.
Nice job.
Woody did the games on radio.
Legend, Woody Woodland, yeah.
And it was, and the crowd here at Holman, probably 2,500, 3,000 a couple of nights.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
For
it was,
Bambino Baseball Championship.
I mean, they were from all over the country, right? You had 8 regions, I think, playing in this thing in a double elimination tournament. So it was. Nashua got in as the host, obviously.
Right.
Host teams usually are able to play in them, and so that comes with the territory. So, but that was that was right after the Nashua Pirates had left town, and that created a buzz to try to get pro baseball back in Nashua.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So it looks like we're going to have some pinch hitters for the Silver Knights. We'll try to track the lineup. So we mentioned that Chris Dutilio, the commander of the Nashua VFW Post 483, is involved in Cal Ripken, and with his son. By the way, what's your son's name?
Jaden.
Jaden. What
Yeah.
position does he play?
He played shortstop or some of the outfield.
Oh, good for him. I'm
Yeah.
sure he loves it.
Oh, he
Like
loves
you
it.
probably love baseball too.
Oh, absolutely.
What kind of is the Post itself hosting or sponsoring a baseball team at all? Or
No,
I know
so-
a lot of Legion ball is Post-based and
Yeah, so the VFW doesn't do that, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
the American Legion does.
American Legion.
Yeah,
I
we
got it
just-
confused.
yeah, we
Sorry.
just hope-
What kind of activities does Nashua VFW Post 483 get involved with?
So, I mean, we try to do as many fundraising activities as we can. You know, obviously, the funds that we raise go back to local veterans here in our community and beyond.
Well, that's a great
But
thing.
yeah, you know, so we focus on fundraising and awareness. Like, we want to be out in the public. We want to let veterans know that we're here, and if they need assistance, whether it's with VA benefits or anything like that, that we are an avenue for them to reach out to, even if they're not a member, right? They don't even need to be a member of the VFW, but we're here as an advocate
Right.
for veterans. So if they need assistance, if they need help, that we can be that, you know, that spark to, you know, to reach out to the VA or whatever they might need and get them help or assistance that we could, in any way that we can help them out.
Any summer events associated with that?
So we you know, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that Nashua does for summer events. We did our first annual 4th of July celebration this year. We've never done one in the past. This year it was hosted at City Hall Plaza, right in front of City Hall on Main Street, where we had a little ceremony, we had some speeches, and we raised the original flag of our country. You know, the Betsy Ross flag with the
Yep.
13 stars, 13
Yep,
stripes.
right,
So
right.
we did a little flag raising ceremony, and that was pretty awesome. It's our first year that we've done that.
That was Anderson Cielo Batista pinch hitting there with the line out to Jordan Dunkley at first base for the first out of the bottom of the third inning.
Yes, and his luck hasn't gotten any better today as he lined out to first because he got tagged for 5 of those 8 runs that was just scored today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
coming out of the bullpen.
And it's not his lucky day because that was an atom ball there to the first baseman.
He threw hitless, almost hitless ball, like 2 or 3 hits over the best relief job of anybody this year. Long relief job, one of them, and he was fantastic about a week ago. And that's when Kyle Jackson told me that, you know, for the games that matter, you know, that count, he was calling the pitches. So,
He's a night guy. He's not a morning guy.
maybe.
2 balls and no strikes to Liam O'Haron of Lehigh University.
What's any fundraisers coming up?
Yeah, in the fall.
So obviously the city of Nashua does a huge holiday winter stroll in November.
Right, but they're having the summer stroll tomorrow night, isn't it?
They are. They're doing a summer
Not
stroll.
tomorrow night, Saturday night. Right,
Saturday night.
right.
That is a ball in the hole. Base hit for Liam O'Haron.
So the summer stroll is something new they've done this year.
Yes.
So we're not really sure how it's going to pan out yet. So we decided not to get involved.
Okay.
But it's something that we're going to watch, and if it's something that next year we might get involved in.
Right. Yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be weather's going to be perfect for that.
Oh, it's going to be great.
So,
This weekend's
yeah.
going to be perfect.
Yeah, so they'll probably get a good crowd. I imagine they'll
definitely.
get a good crowd for it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Ball gets away, and down to second base will go O'Haron. So scoring position with 1 out for the Mr. Catcher, the Ramos, the catcher for the Silver Knights, batting for the second time in this game. Flied out to center his first time up.
Sun has left the field, so it won't be an issue for the defense in right field or anywhere else.
Up and in. You guys play on a Little League diamond, the 10U Cal Ripken?
Yes. Yep. It's a little shorter than the Little League diamond, but it's basically the same.
Do you have any of your home games at Lincoln Park?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a big Cal Ripken spot. Yeah, I live right near there.
Yeah. In fact, this year at Lincoln Park, Nashua hosted the All-Star
Districts.
Yeah,
right.
we held the districts there in Nashua this
right.
year.
Yep. Won by Hollis Brookline, I think.
Yeah, they sure did. They were. We came up third. Nashua came up third in that tournament.
Yep.
Swing and bunt is thrown away. Run will score. And to second base on an error by the third baseman. So wheels coming off a little bit there for the Wardogs defense. And the Silver Knights with their biggest lead of the game up 4-0 with one out here in the third. The man is up himself, Kyle Jackson, who's announced as the center fielder, Tom.
How about that, huh?
The manager, the head coach of the Silver Knights is batting, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
This is incredible. This is fun.
It is, actually. I didn't expect to see this. I didn't.
Wow.
And Tom, he didn't tell you he was going to play, did he?
He didn't tell me he was going to play, but here's the thing. He didn't hit when he was playing pro ball. He was a pitcher. Right?
Yeah, in the American League, right?
So he didn't hit.
Yeah.
No, minor leagues. DHs never.
Oh, they never hit in the minor leagues,
in the
yeah.
minor leagues or independent ball. They don't.
Sure.
I mean, pitchers are always DH for. And,
He must have hit for Alver in high school,
yeah,
right?
Well, we're talking 1998, John.
A while ago.
Back, all right?
Going back. Oh, he fouls it off himself.
Yeah.
1-2 is
And
the count.
he had terrible luck. Not this year, but last year and the year before. Both years. His first day of throwing BP when the team would report for preseason, he got nailed with pitches in the ribs. Both times.
Well, comebackers?
Both times, yes.
Wow. 1-2 pitch, and he almost got nailed there.
Oh, I was waiting for the right arm to be raised.
Get out of the way of it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. John Collins along with Tom King and Chris Dutilio, the commander of the Nashua VFW Post, joining us. Watching this epic moment here at historic Holman Stadium with Kyle Jackson batting for maybe the first time he has in all the years he's coached the team.
Oh, definitely batting for the first time in all the years he's coached the team. They're not putting him out there to hit.
I don't know if he ever jumped in the cage in BP. And he's trying to put one in play at this point.
Yeah, he's having a battle.
Yeah, I bet he probably took BP the other day. I bet he.
Probably did. He's lucky there's no flamethrower on the mound with that batting for him, I must say.
No kidding.
Just throw that out there. Silver Knights have 5 hits. Will Kyle Jackson add to it? He takes one way up. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He'll probably go the Cam Cook route and take the easy way out and get hit by a pitch or a walk.
I'm going to predict a ground ball to the infield here somewhere.
I predict a walk.
Line drive single to left. Oh, Tom. It's that easy, is it?
He made it look easy.
He made it look easy. So.
First and third for the Silver Knights as their head coach hits one about 85 miles an hour plus to left field.
I'll tell you what, this is a good crowd here for this event.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, very good crowd.
And the pitch is bounded to the right side. It's fair ball, and it's going to be the end of the inning. Right? No, 2 outs. Excuse me, that's an RBI ground out.
Yep.
Interesting that.
Yeah, he went for the out.
Yeah, you know what? I got fooled because I figured he would have come home if it wasn't the 3rd out, and gives up a run.
Well, if he had come home, the runner had stopped.
Yeah.
Not even halfway.
I guess he waited till he turned around and went back to the bag. Yeah. So it's a 5-0 lead for the Silver Knights as Kyle Jackson takes a monster lead off of second base. Be a great time for the shortstop to sneak in there. As Kyle asks for some base coaching help. Oh, that's a huge lead. He's going! I called him out. I got involved there for a second. Sorry. I was yelling to the catcher, he's going, so he could peg him out, but that's not fair. It's not nice. My inside infielder took over there, Tom. I don't know what happened. I yelled, he's going.
The manager tries to steal third.
Yes, with 2 outs. Cardinal sin, isn't it? Especially with a lefty batter up there.
Never want to make the last out at third base.
I mean, he would have taken the bat out of the guy's hands.
Yeah.
That would have been funny, though. And I think Beck, the catcher, Ruger Beck, would have had a great shot at him.
Where are some of these pitches? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
What do you think, Chris?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that looked like it was right over the plate.
It sure did.
The 1-2, and that's way outside.
That didn't look that far outside of me.
What? That would have been behind the right-handed batter.
I've got the angle to the right.
Okay, yeah.
So
I mean, it's off. But that was a borderline pitch that gets spoiled. Who's this batter, Tom? Do we know? No name up on the board.
44?
Yeah. Missed the announcement if there was one. We have a lot of pinch hitters in the game.
Whoever it is, he's got a base hit.
And will Kyle be able to score from second? He's getting the wave home, and yeah, he's going to.
He's got it easily. Stand up.
Yeah, no throw. Kyle Jackson singles and scores. That's all you have to do, guys.
Yeah, he made it look easy.
Take it to a full count, rip a single to the left, and score from second.
Well, on the roster, that's Will Hindle, but I don't know if that's really him or not because he's got the other jersey on, the other Stars and Stripes jersey on.
Well, I know this is Cole Luzens because our friend James Jackson introduced us the grip and rip third baseman from Philadelphia.
Gloves.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, let me ask you, I haven't been to a Cal Ripken game in a while. I have gone to a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Do they wear batting gloves?
Some do.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep, some wear batting gloves.
Yep.
Hard grounder to short. Easy flip to second for the third out.
Don't forget, John, they're using aluminum bats.
Yeah, aluminum bats.
Yeah, right.
Yep, aluminum bats.
Yep.
That have the nice rubber grip.
That's right.
So.
Yep.
Chris DiTullio, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Continue to do your good work. Commander of the Nashua VFW Post 483, a veteran of several tours overseas.
Yep.
Thank you so much. You're part of what makes this community great.
Thank you.
If you're a veteran out
it.
there watching us, I'm sure you know where the VFW is. Stop by there.
8 East Pearl Street here in Nashua.
That's right, 8 East Pearl.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And good luck for the rest of the seasons.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Bellavance Beverage is donating a portion of the profit of all Budweiser sold across their territory in the month of June to Veterans Count. Veterans Count, the philanthropic arm of Easter Seals Military and Veterans Services, provides critical and timely financial assistance and services when no other resource is available to service members, veterans, and their families to ensure their dignity, health, and overall well-being. $5,031 is the donation total. Thank you to Bellavance for their continuous support of their country's veterans and active military.
That's from Bellavance Beverage, I believe.
Yes,
Yep.
over $5,000 donation.
$5,000 donation, yep.
Good for them. Frankie Melendez is continuing to pitch here in this exhibition game, the Nashua Silver Knights versus the Wardogs of Eastern Connecticut, one of several Wardogs teams around the country that do great work in promoting their cause of helping, supporting military families, veterans and their loved ones nationwide, and also promoting the great game of baseball at the very same time. With a lot of these guys that can play ball well, military alumni from all the services. Mike Livesey leading off here in the fourth inning for the Wardogs. Mike struck out his first time up. 2 for 5 in the recent All-Star game against the Granite State All-Stars, who I believe are...
is that the over 30?
The over 30
Must
league.
be, yeah, exactly.
Those guys
right.
can still play, too.
I imagine they played up at Warren Doan Field in Concord.
Yeah,
At
that's
Memorial,
probably
yeah.
right. That one's in the dirt, low and away, so it's 1-1. Livesey playing left field in this one for the Wardogs. Silver Knights really cheating in the outfield, we notice. Especially the opposite way and right. Swung on and missed, 1-2.
Is that our manager out there in center field?
It is.
It's Kyle Jackson
Yeah.
out there in center.
He was announced as the center fielder,
Right,
and I said to myself, I gotta see that to believe that.
It certainly looks like him. Yeah,
It is him.
Yeah.
He's not all that shallow, but he's going to be challenged if the ball's hit over his head, judging by that
it's not
trot home.
Yeah, it's not Tommy Allers out there. in
Yes,
center field.
that's right.
That's for sure.
Yeah. That's 1-2. Good pitch there from Melendez, just barely staying alive. Livesey against a tough pitcher for the Silver Knights. Not taking the Wardogs lightly.
No.
We're seeing pitchers bat, but we're not seeing position players pitch. 1-2. Front door nastiness is low.
Well,
2 balls and 2 strikes.
You've got to be careful what you do, John. Remember, the colleges own these kids.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to.
so
we've seen
that's why
injuries on the major league level when you got position players pitching.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they're a little nervous sometimes about some of their pitchers doing position player stuff. So
Yeah,
so
that's true too.
you gotta be careful.
Literally fighting that one off.
If a
Livesey,
kid, if a college kid gets hurt
because of
in an exhibition game like this,
frivolity.
yeah, you know, I mean, that's not good.
Right. So the 2-2 pitch will do it again here.
It looks like it's Anderson Quayle Batista at short, and he's a pitcher, so he's got the arm, but
slow hit ground ball to the left side. In time, good play made by the Silver Knights third baseman, and 1 up, 1 down in the Wardogs fourth. Shifting of players around. Not quite sure who's where at this point.
that looks like
defensively.
Spencer Bruiser on at first base, pitching coach.
Okay.
Looks it.
Yeah,
that tall,
you know
with the
what?
red jersey
You're
on.
right.
Yep.
Not an easy play for the third baseman right there. Good job. Melendez fires a fastball, and a big cut fouled off to the right by Spencer Madden, the designated hitter.
I think Spencer is a head coach in waiting, whether it be at the high school level or
Is he? Yeah.
somewhere. I think he can do it.
So he knows how to
I've talked
hit.
to him a couple times in terms of just interviewing him. When
Yeah.
he's had to after Kyle got tossed.
Oh, yeah.
And his comments are spot on.
Grounded to short. Up with it and across the diamond.
I think that is Quayle Batista. I think
is that
it
Batista? I
Yeah,
believe you're
it
right.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes the play. 2 ground balls, 2 down here in the Wardogs
Yeah.
fourth. And Jordan Dunkley will bat. The Wardogs farm system made up of current and prior service members that play in a variety of 18 and up men's wood bat baseball leagues. Teams built around military installations in order to provide a local team to play and earn their chance to compete for top spots in the U.S. Wardogs tour team, the tournament team, and special events. That's how they do it. Strike called in the outside corner to Dunkley.
Question is, are we going to see a ball leave the yard tonight?
That's a good question.
That's the question. For either team.
If Shane McNamara gets up there, I think
No, he's not going to play tonight.
No, he's not. I mean,
no, you don't
the
play
soft. Yeah, you're right.
They're not playing any of those guys in this game, John. Not that it's they don't value the game, but it's an exhibition game, and they've already played one game
So who
today.
could crank one out of here? Doesn't
Well,
he go
Hart
down the
could.
line?
Hart could.
Yeah, that's right.
If he's still in the lineup, he's got a bat in his hand in the dugout.
Does he? Okay. Yeah, he definitely wants a second bite of that apple. That was such a slow pitch. He popped out on. He overswung a lot. 1-1 to the backstop. Jordan Dunkley looks like he could yank one out of here. And Melendez not giving him anything.
He does look like he could really just get a swing in that brick wall is looking pretty good.
Would be
for
in
him.
play, but he'd have to maybe ambush a fastball here from Melendez on 2-1. Right in there.
That looked like a pitch you could ambush
Yeah, it was
right
it.
there.
That was it. We're talking about ambush and
one.
fastball. Yes, in the
That was the
fastball
one.
count.
He pulls that in the air. That could have gone.
Get the barrel out.
Let the pitcher's velocity take care of your distance, right?
Yes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And
Curveball.
just missed the inside corner.
Oh, he wanted that one.
So that could have been strike 3, but we are going to go full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the Wardogs' top of the 4th. The pitch is in there for strike 3.
Oh, and he doesn't like the call.
No.
I don't blame him. I thought it was a little bit outside.
Yeah, it was borderline
I thought
strike.
it was outside. He slowly walked back. He he didn't his body language tells you he did not like the call.
You know, that's your comment about let the pitcher's velocity work for you, right-handed batter, hit one out. I remember as a kid in one of the Red Sox seasons that they were eliminated from the playoffs early, back in the mid-'80s somewhere, before the 85, 86 time. I think it was probably 1980.
Yep.
When was... No, it was 83 or so. 83, I think, after high school. When I went to a Red Sox game, it was in September. It was freezing out. It was near the end of the season. For some reason, it was really... No, it was October. October, right into the season, right? They used to end the season like October 1, October 2.
Yeah, that's
so I went to the game.
They still do it now.
It was like the last game of the year. It was freezing out, and it was rainy. And it was Red Sox versus Blue Jays. And you could probably look up the home run, but Cliff Johnson for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, yes.
He cut. It was so cold. I was like, couldn't believe all these guys even wanted to hit. But I remember somebody tried to jam him with a fastball, and it looked like a one-handed swing. He just jumped the bat head out early, got it right in the barrel, right over the green monster. Back when it still had the net, trots around the bases, and I'm like, man, that's a professional hitter right there. And I was able to watch it from the second row, third base side.
Do you know how Cliff Johnson ended up with the Blue Jays?
No, it's a Yankee story.
He was, yes. He was a Yankee. He was a DH.
He played for a lot of teams.
I believe he was a DH on the 78 team. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure
he was on the Yankees.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his record right now. So he played for a ton of teams.
Yeah, so what he did, and I believe it was the 1982 season, he got in a locker room fight with Goose Gossage, and Gossage broke his thumb.
Oh, and back when Gossage was a big star.
Yes, it was done for the year, and that was it for old Cliffy. He was shipped out of town.
Punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Silver Knights have climbed the ladder here. 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. The question is, will the pattern continue? 1 up, 1 pitch, and 1 down, though. The fly out by Brendan Mativier to the right fielder.
Mativier, the former Bishop Girton player who probably hit when he was a Cardinal.
He made a nice swing right there.
Nashua Silver Knight reliever this year.
That was nearly a triple if he got it over the right fielder's head.
Oh, yeah, I know it. That would have gotten the crowd going, huh?
Yeah. So this is the pitching coach that Tom thinks is up there, right?
Spencer Bergeron, if it is him.
Right. Kyle Jackson got a hit, so there's a lot of pressure on Spencer Bergeron right now.
So the only coach who hasn't played yet is Noah Wachter.
And I would be surprised if he doesn't grab a bat at some point.
I think he's here. I'm not sure, but
Spencer Bergeron's ahead in the count here, 2-0.
Not everybody with the team is here, especially the people who played earlier today.
Yeah. Ball loose on the field.
And a big win over the Worcester Bravehearts at Fitton Field on the campus of the College of Holy Cross.
Do the 3-0. I bet he's swinging. Nope, can't.
Not at that.
Not at that. 4-pitch walk for Spencer with 1 out. Silver Knights leading 6-0 here in the 4th inning. Oh, see, if you wear number 44 in an exhibition game, you've got to swing for a home run.
Yes, exactly.
Who's this young man right here?
Don't know.
Just got to get one of those softies up and in.
Will Hindle is 40.
Oh, going the other way.
Base hit.
Not fair. Waiting on that and then hitting it the other way. So first and second for the Silver Knights.
So that makes 15 runs for the
Liam
Silver
O'Hearn
Knights.
is up now.
15 runs. O'Hearn is a relief pitcher. So he gets a chance to hit. 15 runs today by this team, by the Silverlights. It's a good day. It's a good day's work.
6'3", 185. He looks like, well, maybe he's not quite 200 pounds, but looks like he could be.
River Hart is coaching first base right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is. So he's probably out of the batting
he's probably
lineup.
out of the lineup.
Yeah. The pitch is fouled off to the right. 0-2. This pitcher, if I might use some Wardog lingo, is saving bullets, you would think, because it looks like he's going to go the distance. And he's not throwing all that hard, not throwing his arm out, let's say. Hit hard to center. Will it hang up there? No, base hit. First and third. Look at that throw.
Base is loaded.
He launches it to
base is loaded.
That's a little bit of show-off throw right there. Might as well. Base is loaded.
Doing
Base is
station
loaded.
to station.
Yes.
Yeah, his pitches are slow. It's no wonder they're being hit. There's nothing that's getting by any of these guys.
Emmanuel Ramos, catcher in this game, getting to bat with the bases loaded and one out. Wardogs looking to turn their first double play of the game. It would be a great time for it. Ramos had other ideas as he swung for the fences right there.
Well, with the speed of the pitch, you better be up there swinging, right?
Yeah.
No reason not to.
I mean, that left fielder's just rolling the dice
Oh,
where
yeah,
he's
look at
standing.
that.
I mean, it's deep
He
short.
is way in.
Ground ball to the third baseman. He's a chance. Steps on third. Comes home. He's got a
Double
tag.
play.
And it is a double play.
How about that?
Oh,
That's a
timely
nice
for the
play.
Wardogs. They get out of it with just the no run scored. How about that?
Here come the kids with
5-2 double play.
They are doing some in-game promotion out there. There come the kids with the
Oh, yeah.
cycle race.
Upcoming
Scooter.
promos for the
scooter
Silver
race.
Knights. Tomorrow night, baseball card giveaway, fireworks, and camp night. All
yeah,
in
all
one.
in one, huh?
Friday night versus the Brockton Rocks here. 6 o'clock start. Come on down to the ball yard. The weather promises to continue to be beautiful
Yeah, all weekend long.
all
Yeah.
weekend long.
Although the sky may be a little hazy, they say, because not the clear blue that we had,
Yeah.
because of some fires that are up in the Pacific Northwest that are making the smoke and up in Canada and coming down, making their way across the country. The smog. So may get some of that to ruin my weekend off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working tomorrow night, but that's it.
The X factor, the smog.
Yeah. There's always an X factor with
There
the weather
is,
with the rain in
yeah.
the Northeast, isn't there?
There is.
Good grief.
So the Silver Knights schedule, they'll be playing.
Yeah, we got a new pitcher.
Oh, we got a new pitcher. Let's see. We're going to do the game on August 2nd, which is a Friday night.
Final
last
home game. Last home game, yep.
And probably final home game of the season, right? We're not looking too good on the playoffs after the loss.
It's a lot, not mathematically eliminated, but
Yeah.
they need to win out. Basically, need to just about win out and have
Right. And
a
Vermont
lot
collapse.
of teams lose. Yeah.
Yep. So unfamiliar territory, not being in the playoffs for the Nashua Silver Knights. Let's be clear.
Actually,
This
John,
program-
it's been all too familiar territory. That will be the second straight year that they've
2
missed
years
the
in a row.
playoffs.
Yeah.
And
I guess
that-
I was thinking in their history, but
Yeah, in their history, they've obviously tied for the most championships. So
Kyle Jackson won 2 of those championships as the head coach.
I call him manager.
Manager,
At this
yeah.
level, they're the manager.
Right. And, we just had a lot of talk last night. You and I were talking about Cora signing the 3-year extension for the Red Sox, and Aaron Boone probably one step out the door. And Kyle Jackson?
He lives near Holman. I think that they love him. I think they want to keep him. I don't think he doesn't want to go anywhere.
I thought so. I just wanted to hear it from the source.
I mean, I haven't asked about it. So
Guy who knows the most about it. Well,
we'll see. Look, John Creedon is a businessman, and he knows that you can lose games and not lose fans right away. But at some point you want to say, hey, we'd like the revenue from a couple of extra playoff games.
Yeah.
So at some point, I would imagine that he'll sit down with Cam and Kyle because they go out and get the players and say, okay, what are we doing wrong? What is going wrong here? And I think this year, I don't really think they could have put a better team than they had. Everything on paper looked great. The problem is, John, the bullpen. The bullpen killed them this year. It killed them. So that's been the major problem, the bullpen.
Zach Gitshire, pitcher.
Gitshire, who used to play here.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. Gitschieir.
And he hasn't lost. He hasn't lost his touch, boy. I'll tell you, very demonstrative on the mound. Saw him get off the mound there and give it a kick.
Strikes out the first batter he faces here in the 5th inning.
I would imagine they're doing a jersey auction tonight. I'm not sure if they are, but I would think they might.
Jersey auction Sunday, according to the promo.
Okay. Right.
Sorry, Saturday.
Saturday, all right. Yeah,
Salute to Service and
yep.
Jersey auction against the Rocks on Saturday.
So their schedule, so we can get this right out there. They got 8 games left.
8 games left.
3 here at home, Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have the 29th and the 30th off. The 29th and 30th are off. They are not playing. And then they play Westfield here on Wednesday night, the 31st. They start August with the Road Warriors here on Thursday, their final Thursday home game on August 1st. And then August 2nd, of course, the game with New Britain. As a swing and a miss, strike 3. And
Zach Gitcher struck out the first two Wardogs, the 8 and 9 hitters, back to the top of the order, and Ruger Beck, Wardogs catcher.
So they will play New Britain in the final home game here a week from tomorrow, and then go to Vermont for Saturday and Sunday games next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
What did he do? Beck backed up a little bit. He almost looked like he twisted his ankle, just innocently getting ready for the next pitch. 0-1 is the count. Fouls it off. Good healthy hacks going the other way, looks like, but he's down in the count. 0-2 is Beck.
I'm looking at some of these Wardogs. It looks like it's a regular FCBL team. They got that talent.
Young. 0-2 though, and Gitchier's won. Is this an immaculate inning?
Could be. Let's see.
Nope. That's what everybody hit. It was, Tom. That was the 9th pitch.
That was
I could tell by the staff of the Silver Knights. They were in on it.
That would have been it. Yep, 1-2.
He was looking for the 9th pitch.
Still got that smoke, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Yep.
And a line drive to center under the glove of the shortstop. And base hit. I'm going to call it.
John, that was about as clear an error as you can make.
Yeah.
Ball was right to him. He short hopped it. E6, but who cares?
Yeah.
It's an exhibition.
Yes, I was treating the Wardogs like an ally in that situation.
Yes, sorry.
Giving Ruger a hit. But yeah, that would make him 2 for 3 or 1 for 3 if you're being strict about it, Mr. ROTC, Lieutenant, Colonel.
That has nothing to do. I'm a sports writer now. I'm a civilian.
0-1 is the count on
and you get
R.J.
5
Vaughn.
demerits for making that
I was just better than 50 push-ups, I guess. 0-1, and R.J. Vaughn's been on twice. The 2 hitters got a hit by pitch and a single. Batting for the 3rd time, 1-1 count against Zach Gitchier. Mowing down the bottom of the order, but the guys at the top, maybe different story. Let's see. The Wardogs seeking their first run of the game. There goes the runner. Throw to second base and safe. Ruger Beck pushing the envelope as he's the leadoff batter in the order.
All of a sudden, this magic inning by Gitshire is about 1 pitch away from a run.
Yeah. It's baseball, huh? You never know. Just the game you described to me this morning between the Silver Knights and the Bravehearts. I mean, the odds against that
Yeah, but good job by Nashua to come back after blowing an 8-4
Yes.
lead. You know, blowing a 4-0 lead and giving up 8 runs. That'll demoralize anybody. Yeah,
Late in the game.
That's the one thing Kyle Jackson said about this team is they will battle. They will not give up.
3-1 count. Hitters count here for R.J. Vaughn. Let's see what he does with it. Gets your checks the runner and comes to the plate. Ball 4.
That's what Gitchard did when he was pitching here. He'd make it an adventure once. Usually not the first inning he'd pitch. It would be the second inning they would if they used him another inning.
Yeah.
But his is a great story. He loved playing here more than any other player I know. And he was basically a temp. They signed him off a tryout, and he stuck.
Strike on the outside corner. Spencer Kelson Hodgson he has grounded out to second twice, so he's been grounding the opposite way and trying to come up with a clutch hit here to put the Wardogs on the scoreboard. 0-2 quickly. Top of the 5th inning of what we are told could be either 7 or a 9-inning exhibition game between the Silver Knights and the Wardogs on a beautiful Thursday night, July 25.
My guess is they usually probably want to get out of here by 9:30, quarter to 10. Right?
Yeah, that's right. The clock might dictate that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm figuring that's what they want to do.
Over the pitcher's head, but on an easy hop to second for the final out.
I think Gitcher got a piece of that.
Think so?
I think he did. I thought I heard it hit his glove. I'm not sure, but it might have. I thought I heard it nick the glove a little bit.
Got the job done.
Scoreless inning, scoreless inning, but you know he wanted the clean inning. He wanted. You know he did.
That would have been a story to tell.
Oh yeah, sure.
9-inning, immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts on 3 pitches each. The Silver Knights staff was fully aware of it because they groaned loudly when he missed with that 0-2 pitch on the 3rd hitter. So to the bottom of the 5th we go. Let's see who else comes out of that dugout to hit tonight. Is that Tom King with a bat? No.
Sure
He's
is.
still up here.
Sure is. I may have some bats in this room. I'm not sure. Take a look at what the equipment is in here.
The winged variety. Back in the old Lowell Sun newsroom in not Kearney Square. Was it Kearney Square?
I don't know, but it's not there anymore.
Not there anymore, but they used to have bats, and it would always be in the sports writers' wing.
Oh yeah, we had toys when we were in the Telegraph newsroom. Yeah, we had some stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They'd come in there at night, and you'd have to literally duck in your cubicle and go right over your head. Crazy.
Yep. See, that's what sports writers do, John, when they're working at night in the newsroom, because they're waiting for everything to end, right? They're waiting for calls to come in. They're waiting for the Red Sox game to get over, and all that stuff. And so they're hanging around.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the long time.
You don't think we do work there, do you?
No, I used to go over there, and I had late shifts sometimes, and I like to type over there because it's so quiet.
Yep.
I just get on one of the computers. And so I was ducking the battiness. The Lowell Sun sports writer crew just recently got together for alumni.
Saw that.
You saw that on
saw
Facebook?
That picture on Facebook.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. I should have invited you. That would have been fun.
Well, Barry's still at it. Barry works
Scanlon.
he's down at the Herald as assistant sport. I was in a copy editor, assistant sports editor.
Chaz Scoggins, how about his story? He was the Red Sox official scorer for a long time.
Yeah.
He had some great stories about, players objecting to his decisions.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
Such as, case in point, that ground ball to the shortstop. And, if I scored that a hit, the pitcher would be up here. And, what are you thinking?
Well, you know what? We had him with the Pride. Roger Pepin, who was their official scorer for years.
Roger Pepin.
Yep. He always had somebody come up and challenge him.
He did. I was witness to that sometimes.
Oh, yeah, all the time. Once in a while he'd change. Once in a great while he'd change. He'd even ask, myself or Ken Cale, what do you think?
Would. Yeah. Some of them were tough calls. They were.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Every game.
I'd hear about it when I'd go down to the locker room. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody whines better or more than a baseball player. Hate to say it. They really whine.
Hey, does Tommy Ehlers have a home run this season, Tom? They just injected him into the lineup.
That's not Ehlers.
No?
No.
He's up on the scoreboard.
Left-handed hitters, just batting left-handed for the heck of it?
Maybe. Huh?
It is 16.
Yeah, I think so.
It is his number.
I think he wants to show off his
I guess so.
left-handed stroke.
I didn't think, batting left-handed. He's a right-handed hitter during games, right?
3-1. Yeah, he's doing his Lindor impression here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, we got jammed. Yeah, there's his speed. It's him.
Yep.
Oh, he tried to Jaron Duran it, beat it out to the second baseman, but 1 up, 1 down, and the Silver Knights 5th. So that might be the thing. You might see Shane McNamara bat right-handed. Perhaps. I don't know if he wants to. Who's up? Andrew Rogovic. Pitcher, right?
Yep.
Batting right-handed out of a Northeastern University. Getting his chance to swing the stick, and he rips one down the line, a possible extra base hit. Rogovic churning around first. I think he missed the bag. Let him feel that. And the throw to second base is stand-up double.
Rogovic pitched last night. He was a starting pitcher, remember?
Yes, I do remember it. So he took that turn at first base. Pet peeve of mine. So many guys do it. It might even be more than half. Take the turn on the base with their left foot.
Yep.
I just think it's such a bad idea.
I know. Take the turn with your right foot. That springs you right off, and you go right to second.
You see my point of view on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. You're almost.
And also, what
you're almost if you take the turn with your left foot touching the bag, you're flat-footed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, you can turn an ankle that way on the base because they're all different heights and stuff, and their softnesses and everything. I never got that.
Yep.
There was just one time I got in trouble for doing that with an umpire.
So here's Andres Halfacker, who was the winning pitcher today.
Halfacker.
He was the winning pitcher in relief today.
He swung like a pitcher right there,
and
Tom.
he played for Nashua South. He hit when he was at Nashua.
Oh, that's true. I remember that. I remember calling his name in the batter's box.
Yeah, we called his name during basketball season, too. He was a good basketball player.
Of course. There he is, yeah.
Ooh, where was that?
Oh, no.
Called
that was an
strike.
exhibition
I thought so.
call, strike 3.
I couldn't tell. The umpire doesn't raise his right hand.
Yeah, that wasn't fair. Especially a guy that doesn't get the hit.
The umpire's got to raise his arm. He's got to let people know.
Kevin, is this another pitcher? Let's see.
What's the number? Can't tell.
32. It says Phil Nichols in my roster. High fly to right field, and it's actually the second baseman's going to make the play. And no runs in the inning. As stop at Rogovic gets stranded. So we go to the top of the 6th inning, a 6-0 Silver Knights lead here against the Wardogs.
Up now they will recognize the military here.
And tonight there's a ton. A lot of people
there's gotta be
standing
tons.
up. Yes.
There's got to be a ton in the stands and above us in the luxury suites.
That's right, too. I do see some people looking up. Created in 2018, the forever, never forgotten nonprofit Wardogs. The U.S. military Wardogs baseball program is a platform to raise funds and show awareness within communities across the country, taking military-affiliated players competing against collegiate league and first responder teams. The funding received supports military-affiliated and first responder ball players who play for local teams, gives back to veterans who are dealing with PTSD and other post-service challenges, honors our fallen through their family members with a unique flag ceremony which is conducted at every game during the national tour. Our own Tim O'Neill on camera captured the pregame ceremonies before this one, which you can watch on replay.
Yeah, exactly. If you have a chance to catch them, you might want to watch them. They were very touching.
So Andrew Rogovic's hit made 10 hits for the Silver Knights in this one to go with 6 runs.
And Mr. Energy's still out there. Gitchar, I think that's him.
Yeah, Zach Gitchier still on the mound.
Sure, he's.
This Wardogs team, you could tell by that stolen base, they're still determined to score and make an impact. Eddie Inkin, he can hit. He was just last night 4 RBIs in a win against Concord, up in Concord against, I guess, the Concord First Responders. 1-0. Oh, is that Gitchier dropping down?
It is, yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's like almost went submarine on us there. 1-1 count.
Quick bat at the plate, though. He's got big time bat speed.
He's a hitter, this guy.
Big time bat speed.
He's looking to yank one. Pitch. Low and away. Saw there was a submariner pitching for the Yankees last night that got taken deep by one of the Mets' many home run hitters last night. What a mess. Yeah.
What a mess.
It's
the wheels falling off.
On one side you got Meet the Mets, and the other side is Meet the Mess. Tom calling his own Yankees.
Well, the thing is have you ever seen a turnaround by two teams like that?
No.
I mean, the Mets at the beginning of June were lost. They were done.
And the Yankees were rolling.
Right.
And that's a soft liner to short as Incan gets jammed. Good pitch by Gitchier, getting Gitchier in the Kitchier with their jam shot. 1 out.
So Cam Cook still gets my vote for MVP.
You know what?
Hit by pitch, scored a run, and
really
drove
not
in
close
2.
at the moment.
No.
Who else are you going to go to?
Right, exactly.
So here's Mike Livesey, the left fielder. He got jammed and he fouls it a ground ball to the right. 0-1. Wardogs night. Tomorrow night, the Silver Knights hosting the Brockton Rocks. Baseball card giveaway, fireworks, camp night. Great game to take in. Slow hit ground ball right side. 2 outs. Wardogs just not able to get anything going here against the Silver Knights.
Well, they're probably facing, you got to think that they're facing probably some of the best pitching that they face on their tour, right?
I think so, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So these are college kids who are actively, and if they haven't thrown it, if they aren't pitching this year, they were pitching last year. I mean, Gitchier still has it. The only reason, he still's got it now. Obviously, that was way
Ignore
off,
that.
Right.
Pitch, but yeah, he's not,
He's got some speed and movement on his pitches. The whole thing, so.
Spencer Madden, the designated hitter. He's got a good swing, this Spencer Madden. You can see why he's a DH, but no luck so far tonight. 2-0, here's a hitter's count. Maybe to jump on a fastball. Could be their first extra base hit for the Wardogs tonight, right here. Takes it. I don't know why, but I mean,
really.
2-0, you're earning that cookie, you got to jump on it, Opportunity. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's low. 3-1. Here is it again, Tom, right? You're 3-1.
3-1.
You know he doesn't want to walk. It's the last thing he wants to do.
Exactly.
So you're looking for a fastball, dead middle. Ball 4.
Wow.
Yep.
Good
take, actually.
Second inning.
Yep. Get the big guy up there for the Wardogs. See if he can work himself a pitch here. Jordan Dunkley to hit. For the Wardogs. Takes a strike. Down to 2 outs, man on. Wardogs team looking for their first run of the night against the Silver Knights. Dunkley swings over the top of that one.
And he wasn't too happy with that call, 3rd strike he took the last time up, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what he's going to do here. I mean, I want to see this guy. I want to see him tag one. I really do.
I want to see the extent of his power.
Yeah, I really do. I want to see what he's got. He's down 0-2 with 2 outs.
Fouls it off to the right.
That was a good, I mean, it wasn't a waste pitch. Kind of, sort of, maybe, but an off-speed breaking ball that he was way out in front on.
Yep. Jordan has a post on LinkedIn here. I was going to read some of it. Swung
Swing
on and missed, strike 3.
So gets you.
Yeah.
Strutting his stuff.
Yeah.
And I bet he's tired as heck.
Yeah, well, he definitely overmatched his opponents again in that inning and keeps the Wardogs scoreless as we move along to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, and they're going to do Love Is Gone here.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. It's nice to have a summer night back, isn't it? I mean, last night was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like a kind of an aberration for this summer, though, happy to say.
Well, in Boston, John, where the sea breeze was, they didn't get out of the 60s during the day.
Right. So we move along with the same pitcher for the Wardogs that started the game with his mesmerizing stuff.
Boy, I'll tell you what. If you didn't know any better, the ball's not moving too much. If it was moving a little bit more, you'd think he was throwing a knuckleball, wouldn't you?
Yes, exactly. You
because
would.
Of the speed. Because of the speed of the pitches. See, look at that. See? Drops right down.
Right. So did you want to hear my story about first base and the umpire saying I missed it?
Not really. No.
Yeah, you probably didn't.
Go ahead.
It happened in Lexington High School. They got these bases that are rubber and they're very low to the ground. So I hit a double to right field. I ran past first as hard as I could, went over the right fielder's head. So I'm running a second, and I put my cleat right on the edge of the base. And I got traction off of the second base side of the base, and I went to second. I stand there, and the home plate umpire walked out in front of the plate, and he shouted to the base umpire. It was a 2-man crew. He says, "I got the appeal at first." And the other team looked at each other. It's like, what did he say? He got the appeal at first? And they go, well, we better appeal it. So they throw the ball over to first base, and the home plate umpire says, out, he missed the base. And I said, I did not. Okay, I went over there and looked at my cleat marks, and I found them, and I was like, I did not miss the base. And I came over, and he goes, one more word out of you, you're out of the game. And I said, well, I just want to know. I said, I just, being as civil as I can.
Were you in high school at the time?
No, I was playing the over 30
Oh,
league.
and they played at Lexington High.
Yes,
right, okay.
yeah, exactly, in the summertime.
Right,
I said, I just want to ask, what made you say I missed the base from, you're 90 feet away? He said, the base never moved.
He actually said that?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Where do you get these umps?
I know.
Good Lord.
Right. I know. It was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. So then I got thrown out, Tom. I went from civil to, first of all, you don't go out and say that I got the appeal at first. You shut your mouth. Unless the other team
that
asked.
was it. The shut your mouth.
And that was gone.
That was
because
it.
they usually were out, and then I was out of there.
That
and I said, also, those bases don't move, you moron. And I
I would have called him a moron.
And I took my
too.
stuff and I left. So, ugly incident.
Yeah,
they did end up getting rid. That we appealed it, and they ended up firing the guy over it. I mean, because I guess he had prior incidents with players, like creating drama that didn't need to be created.
You cost the guy his job.
In that league, I did. It was the last straw. Apparently, I wasn't the only one that had complained about him. But I don't know what possessed him to do that. And that wasn't an easy double too. It came off of Steve Donovan, who was like the all-time Park League lefty victory guy.
Tom Rio is at the plate. He pitched last night.
That's right. More pitchers slugging here in this exhibition game.
They want to do. Bottom of the 6th.
3-1 count. Goes the other way. Nearly had a.
Almost gets an opposite field double down the line. Oh.
Would have been funny if the umpire called that fair and then the guy fielded it in the bullpen. He saw it was a foul ball call. Hammer to short. Up with it across the diamond in time. Yeah.
Great arm is short. I noticed that a couple innings ago.
That is Eddie Inkin.
Yeah, that's. I was going to say that's Inkin, the hitter with the bat speed.
Yes.
Yep.
He's a player.
Yeah, looks that way.
It's an unusual name. I'm going to look him up. Should be easy to find. Brandon Metivier is up now for the Silver Knights. He took the softball drop step there, try to hammer one out of here. Instead, he pops up to Inkin, out number 2.
Yeah, took the step back, right?
Yeah, he looked like a softball player taking that big uppercut swing. Step in the bucket, that's what I was looking for. Style. And Liam O'Hearn is up for the 3rd time tonight. He's getting some at-bats.
Well, some of the fans have left. Still a good, healthy dose of people here.
Yeah.
My guess is we'll see this again down the road.
Yeah, it's very
if it's been as successful.
well received, I think.
Yep.
All around. 2 out, 2-0 count.
But boy, what a break with the weather they got. I still can't get over it because the forecast just for, all week long was like, nah.
Even 2 days ago, I thought it was all going to be a washout.
Yes.
Took a decided turn.
Yep.
It was a big hit for the granddaughter and her friends from gymnastics at the pool today.
You
know
were?
They were going to get a pool day.
Oh, the weather was.
The
weather
girls
was,
that
right.
were using the pool at my house is an above-ground pool my daughter put up in.
Oh, that's good.
It's not quite the Tom Pound, but I'm sure you had a good pool day today. If you were, unless you had to work.
Yeah, I did some work, but technically it's a vacation day for me. I just did some so I could enjoy a little bit more tomorrow.
Pretty high and deep to right center.
That's going to be over their heads.
And O'Hearn's going to churn into 3rd. Long strides.
He's going,
look at him go.
Strides.
That's good running.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He can run.
I'll tell you what. Liam O'Hearn, if they need a pinch runner, and they probably already have used him, I bet, as a pinch runner. Because you see pitchers go out there and pinch run.
Yeah.
So I
look like an
surprised.
Olympian going around the bases.
Sure
there.
did. But what I was going to say was it actually rained in Nashua earlier in the day. We had a shower. Yeah, we had a shower. A couple, saw that, and then after 2 o'clock they said it was just going to clear up and just weather was going to change, and it certainly has. We may do a night. We may do a night swim. Do it later on.
And so, Emmanuel Ramos, the Silver Knights catcher, getting a chance to bat here with 2 out and a man at 3rd.
And the opposite of what we had last night, with the wind was blowing in. It looked like it's blowing out a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Towards left center.
So 6-0. Silver Knights last scored in the 3rd inning, trying to add to their lead here in the 6th. Ramos with a 1-1 pitch, hammered to short. Inkin up with it. Beautifully done again, and that's out number 3.
A little bit of a hanger that was right there, but he lunged at it, and that took away his bat speed and grounded to short. So we played 6 here in a 6-0 game.
Wardogs did a player profile on Eddie Inkin in June of this year. Eddie's journey is one of passion, perseverance, and purpose. As an aviation maintenance technician with the U.S. Coast Guard, he spent 10 years serving his country, from counter-drug deployments to search and rescue missions. But it's Eddie's love for baseball that has brought him a new level of fulfillment. From playing T-ball at age 4 to playing at the College of New Jersey and beyond, Eddie's heart remains in the game. When he discovered the U.S. military Wardogs national team, he knew he'd found his calling. As one of 4 captains on the national team, he has led by example, using his skills to help build the organization from the ground up. As director of local teams, Eddie has helped establish Wardogs chapters across the country, bringing together veterans and civilians alike in a shared mission of honor and remembrance. Eddie Inkin's story is a reminder that U.S. military war dogs are more than just a team. It brings people together, creates new opportunities, and pays tribute to those who have served before us. Eddie Inkin is living proof that with every swing of the bat and every toss of the ball, we can make a difference and honor those who have given their all. Great story, Eddie Inkin, the shortstop for the Wardogs.
And another great story here on the mound is one. We asked about that one, Kyle Jackson.
The last time I saw Kyle Jackson pitch live, Tom, the Arizona Fall League.
There you go.
In Phoenix.
Yep.
Back when he was still a youngin', Red Sox draftee. Made it to the Portland Sea Dogs, if not the Pawtucket Red Sox. Did he get there too? I think he did.
Did he get to Pawtucket? I'm not sure.
I thought he got a few games there.
He might have. And then he pitched in independent ball. He pitched in the Atlantic League for a little bit.
He just snapped the glove like he's upset with the way he's throwing.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's funny.
I know.
All right. Not to him, but I mean, it's like he's throwing it low. He's like, I got to correct that release point. Something. He's coaching himself right now. See, he's taking a walk. He's looking up, but he's really thinking, what do I have to do to not embarrass myself here and get back my form of 20 years ago? Let's see. Yeah, I interviewed him at the Player Development Complex, too, right after he was drafted.
Yep.
It was Dwight Evans that told me where to find him on the complex because they had 2 number 97s.
Oh,
he had to go through 4 pages of roster to find, oh, yeah. He goes, he's over there. He's shagging during BP. So I went over to the, I think it was Johnny Pesky Field over at the complex. And,
there you go.
Put my nose up against the post. It smelled like suntan lotion. And I watched, as Kyle was shagging in batting practice, I waited for it to end so I could interview him at lunchtime.
A few years ago, Dwight Evans had I believe it was a nephew. Or I don't know, his grandson or nephew who played for the Silver Knights.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure he played for the Silver Knights. Yep, not for the opposition. He played here.
This was 2003, Tom, right? It was right when A-Rod had been traded to the Yankees.
Yep.
Or signed by the Yankees.
Traded. He was traded.
Yeah. And there was a whole thing about them playing the sold-out exhibition game at City of Palms Park before the Red Sox moved.
So Kyle Jackson has gone 3-0 on the hitter.
Wow.
See if he gives up what he hates as a walk, and he just did.
Oh, man. Oh, no. And you know, it's more than just walking a batter in the game. It's having to face those guys when he comes off the mound.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
He's like, did that just happen? Did I do the one thing I didn't want to do? Oh, look at the players over there. Well, they're saying get somebody warmed up?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh,
no.
Oh, good Lord.
Is he still throwing BP? Because, I mean, that would get your accuracy.
I believe he is.
Huh. Maybe it's just because he doesn't do it from the mound?
Right, yep.
Oh, it's painful.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Has he thrown a strike yet?
No.
Uh-oh.
Not even close.
Oh, boy. Okay. He's got to right this ship.
Nope.
Ooh,
low.
Now he feels like he's getting squeezed.
Call. Yep, exactly. That's just great.
Everything's.
Save the tape.
Oh, man. Oh.
Save the tape.
Oh, Tom, now anything you say can be used
Yeah,
against
well, I'll
you
tell you
in
what,
the interview of your future.
He's not even close. He hasn't been close.
It's true. He's got to. I don't know. He's got to aim for the hitter because he's missing so far to that side.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a pitching change soon.
We're gonna get a mound visit.
I think we're gonna get a mound visit.
Who's the mound
that's
visit?
Brendan. That's B-Mart. Brendan Martin, I believe, coming out because he's the manager. Because he's the
de facto manager here.
De facto manager. You might be taking him out.
I think everybody's smiling except
Kyle
Jackson. Yeah. Wow. And he's leaving him in the game. First and second, nobody out. No hint of a strike from Kyle Jackson. 2 walks.
Too funny.
And too funny.
Too funny.
2 on, 2 walks, too funny. And the pitch. No, the ump's not giving in. He is not giving in.
Oh, and Kyle, his body language, he's raising as he's walking off the mat. This is great.
9 balls in a row. The biggest cheer for a strike in the history of historic Holman Stadium.
Yeah, it might be, you know.
1-1 is the count. Can he double up? Foul, strike 2.
1-2, he's ahead the count.
Yeah.
Would it be right? He drops one in there for a called third strike and pumps his fist. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
A 1-2 pitch. Low, ball 2. He's talking to himself about release point right now. Somebody's heckling him. He just told him to be quiet, I think, in the dugout. 2-2 is the count. Wardogs see opportunity here as they go. Lead runner.
Oh, he's stole.
It's 3-2. Oh, it's going to
go
come home.
He's going to cover the plate. Nope, not happening.
Oh, boy. Richardson comes all the way around from second base, and now they're going to take third. It's a circus out there on the bases. Kyle says, I think we already had timeout. He was dusting the plate off, which he's right. They got to send the runner back.
Right.
I don't think the umpire even knows the runner's at third, does he?
I don't know.
I don't think so. He had his back turned.
He's not moving him back.
Man, this is turning into WWE umpiring right now.
Yeah, it does. It is, isn't it? Yep. Kyle's not going to throw a pitch until they send him back.
Come on, you were dusting off the plate, and the guy took off.
Right.
Ball was dead. And he's like, it's an exhibition game. We're up 6-0. I'm 6-1, excuse me. And that's going to be in there for a 6-2 game. Oh my gosh. Can anything more go wrong, Tom? You've had walks, a wild pitch, and now a blue pitch.
What's happening is
it's a pitcher's worst nightmare.
I think a new pitch is coming in pretty soon.
You've had a guy steal a base during a dead ball. You've had a guy score from second on a wild pitch. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for the manager in this inning. Offensively went great. He got a base hit, ripped one to left. Pitching-wise, no. 6-2. Whew. I mean, if they score this next run, you got to be concerned.
Well, the runner at first got to be taken off for second soon, right?
You would think so.
Yep.
Who's that catching now? It's not Ramos anymore. It's not Fosberg. Fouled off to the right.
Off with the runner going.
Yeah. Is it Andrew Noon catching? Is he still here? 2 balls and 1 strike. Just looking through my roster. Kyle Jackson checks the runner over his shoulder. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Ooh, the umpire does call it a strike. Wow, that was a delayed reaction. 2-2 is the count. Runner dancing around, does go. And he'll make it.
They had him too. They would have had him at second base. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think that's still Ramos behind the plate. I think it's a new catcher.
No, it's not Ramos.
No.
That's for sure.
Yep.
Just wondering if you might have recognized it.
And dropped the ball there.
Yeah.
Let's see who that might be.
And what is this? They're all taking him out of the game together? The
Yep,
entire
they're all
team?
coming out to take him out of the game. Yep.
Oh, my gosh. I guess it's unanimous.
Yep.
All the pitchers or all the entire
pitchers are
team?
coming out to take him out of the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
my gosh.
that's a riot.
He's been relieved
Yeah, he has
of his
been
duties
relieved.
on
Yep.
the mound.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, most disrespectful change of ball, possession of the ball you've seen in the relief pitcher. Pitcher wants it to be handed to him, I guess, superstition-wise. He wants a better handoff.
Right, exactly.
And then Kyle Jackson, if there was a direct steps to the clubhouse, he would be on them right now.
Yes, he would. That was funny.
It was.
That was pretty good. They all went out to the mound to take him out of the game. That's great.
Wow.
Now we probably have another pitcher who
rescue mission on Wardogs night.
Let's hear if they announce it.
Save Kyle Jackson from himself as they take him off the mound en masse. Guessing this might be another alumni situation.
Didn't heard an announcement yet to see who this is. It's probably not somebody on this year's roster with the uniform he's got on, the old Stars and Stripes uniform they used to use.
Hey, Tom, you know this guy well.
I do, huh?
Noah Wachter.
Oh, that's why I was just going to say Noah Wachter.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, he's throwing seeds.
Well, I'll tell you what. Nashua the Silver Knights, in a way, Noah Wachter, they can say that, if there was no Noah Wachter 2 years ago, or
right.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 2 years ago, 2022.
Uh-huh.
There would have been no championship. Now, he struggled a lot during the regular season, especially coming out of the pen. Struggled a lot. Pitched up at Plymouth State, I believe. Concord family, they've got a bunch of pitchers that have, a bunch of kids that have played baseball in that family. And Kyle Jackson had no choice because there was nobody left, in a way, to start to eat up innings, to pitch in the championship, what ended up being the final game of the best of three, the championship game up in Vermont. Wachter was fine. He was great.
Oh, a pickoff at first.
Yeah. Nobody covering second. They got to wait.
And that throw is low, but the good
they go
pick.
to third. Yep.
Yeah.
Got the out.
So Noah Wachter, before he even throws a pitch to Kelson Hodgson, the next batter, gets an out. There were no outs. He inherited a jam, first and second, nobody out. And he promptly picks off the runner off first, who did not expect that.
But he did a tremendous job against Vermont, keeping Nashua in the game. Just had one bad inning.
Yeah.
But kept him the rest of the way, and then they went to the bullpen.
Was he a multi-season pitcher for the Pride? Excuse me,
the Silver Knights. Yeah, I believe he pitched 2 years.
So he must have. Did he face Ben Rice, you think? Probably did at some point. Right?
Let's see. 23, 22 is the title. 21.
Yeah.
I don't know if he pitched. I don't know. Rice's last year in the league was 20.
Oh, it was 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, probably not.
19 and 20 for the his years.
I remember calling Ben Rice's maybe last at bat in the 2020 season. It was a walk. Yeah, it was in a clutch situation, too.
That was in that ninth inning.
Yeah,
right?
it was the ninth inning.
Yeah, when I was down on you did the ninth inning. I had to go down and to take photos and everything else, and they were.
It was.
And that was when they
really dramatic at bat.
Yeah, the reliever got themselves all tied up. Got himself all tied up. And they had to pitch out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
The 1-1 on the way in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Noah Wachter trying to keep the Wardogs right where they are with the 2 runs. Inning started with Kyle Jackson, the manager of the Silver Knights, getting a chance to pitch, and first 9 pitches were balls before he threw that elusive first strike. Got a huge cheer for it, but ended up getting lifted with first and second and nobody out. Noah Wachter promptly picks off the runner from first base. 1 out, a 3-1 count to Kelson Hodgson, the third batter in the order. Gets tied up.
Ooh, nice pitch. Wachter still has it in that arm, huh? Look at that.
Sure does, man. That was an ugly-looking swing from Hodgson, who thought he had struck out. He didn't know the count. 3-1. Now it's 3-2. If he sees that pitch again, it could be trouble for Kelson Hodgson. And you know, Wachter's trying to throw it there. First, he checks in on the runner at first, who saw the pickoff, and he wants no part of a lead.
Right.
Very pleasant Thursday night here at Holman Stadium. The pitch fouled over Tom's right shoulder.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a little bit beyond that, though.
Yeah, down in the seats on the ricochet.
Yep. Kyle Jackson's got the ice on in the stands.
Does he?
Yes.
Is he in the stands?
He's
there
sitting
he
right
is.
there, yeah.
4th row.
Yes. Tim O'Neill, can we get a camera shot of that with him and his son?
Just got a good view of the strikeout of Kelson Hodgson by Noah Wachter.
He is to the left, you know, right
4th
where,
row in
near
the
where,
aisle.
I mean, not to the left, to the right. I'm sorry, to the right.
Silver Knights on deck circle area.
Yeah, that area about 3-4 rows back.
Yep. He's almost out of your view. He's got one of his kids in his lap, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got him. Tim's got him.
It was tough for Tim's angle because his
he's right.
stands in the way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's also wearing a different shirt. Yeah,
well,
red.
Yeah, he took his uniform off. That's why.
Right.
He took his uniform off.
Tim got it. Yeah.
Yep. He's got ice on his shoulder, and he's got his son right in his lap. Yep. And this is one of the reasons why Kyle Jackson, I'm sure, wants to still coach his team. He likes his kids around the ballpark.
Point.
Yep.
That's high to Eddie Inkin. Guy knows how to play baseball, how to organize baseball, how to fix planes. 10 years in service. That's down and in. He takes a walk. So the Wardogs shortstop's on.
But can he solve the Delta Airlines problem? Can he do that?
I don't know. Delta pulled out of Manchester Airport. Is that true? And then JetBlue's going in there, right?
Yep.
That's good news to me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But I don't know.
You get so many. You go on so many junkets that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Go to warm weather sites. Ooh, up and in.
Yeah.
Hard to get in a little trouble here. First and second, but there's 2 outs. 2 outs here in the 7th.
Pitching to Mike Livesey, the left fielder. Takes the ball up and away. Wachter suddenly struggling to find the plate. 2-0 count with 2 outs and 2 on in the Wardogs' 7th inning.
Oh, swing and a miss, up and in.
Yeah, Mighty Hack just couldn't catch up to it.
And here comes my favorite time of night.
Food? Down and in. Is that a strike? You call that a strike? 2-2. That was one of those delayed strike calls. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul tip. We'll do the 2-2 again. Yeah.
Told you, favorite time of night, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Two pitch by Wachter.
Ground ball snagged.
Tall guy.
Yeah, right at the top of his glove, and he makes the play that ends the inning.
Tall guy.
2 balls, 2 strikes, pitch, and he was able to snag it, keep it from going into center field, perhaps.
But I'll tell you what, I did an interview with him last year when he got his championship ring as a coach, and he was there was. He had a lot of things off the field. A friend of his, trying to remember, he had a dream that someone told him he was going to do good in that game, and he just that was an emotional game for him because I believe there was a friend of his that passed. So, and that was a big deal for him. So Wachter did a great job. God Bless America is being played right now at the stadium.
And guide her through the night with the light from above. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Beautiful rendition there of God Bless America on Wardogs Silver Knights exhibition night here at Holman Stadium 2024. A night that I'm sure will repeat down the road next season, perhaps.
Certainly drew a good crowd here.
Yeah.
And they'll be playing baseball here at Holman Stadium all weekend long. Weather is going to be great tomorrow night, Saturday and Sunday, and you won't be confused about the opponent because it's the same one. It's kind of like a pro. Well, here's why. It's kind of like a pro series, right? You got the same team playing 3 times. Well, the reason is Brockton's got to go on the road for 3 games because the independent league team that plays down in Brockton is probably home in Campanelli Stadium, and the Frontier League team, the New England Knockouts, they play series. They don't play one game against one team and one game against another. That's the way they do it in pro ball. Here in the Futures League, usually you would be playing one game one night and then maybe a home and home, or maybe split it up a little bit where you just play one game against one team and then another game against another team. They're single games. But this team will be playing Brockton 3 games this weekend. The Runnin' Rocks, who I thought John Collins had a better team when we saw them play here early in the season, but they've only won 14 games this year. They've had a tough year.
So I want to give more credit than I have so far to the pitcher for the Wardogs, Ken Nitro Bruder of the U.S. Navy, who has been a warrior in this one, baseball-wise, just going the duration, going the distance. He must be like up over 120 pitches already, feels like. Oh, that's going to be right in my lap. No, in front of us. Oh, it almost made it on the bounce to Tim's camera. Fortunately, no damage. Souvenir. Well, that's the closest we've ever been. Tim mentioned that's the closest. That bounce almost overspun enough to get in here. You could see the stitches. Ground ball slowly hit past the mound. It's going to be a tough play.
Hit.
You're right. Base hit.
Yep.
And overthrow. Runner's going to get to second.
Yep.
Going to take a shot at him. Good throw from
Yeah, good throw, but it bounced. You're lucky that it didn't bounce somewhere else, and he would have been running to third.
That's true. Andrew Rogovic announced his presence at the plate earlier with a line shot to left for a base hit. This is a double, right?
Yep.
Look to do it again. Same pitcher. This time it would bring in a run. I wonder how he got that nickname, Nitro.
Wasn't from his pitching arm, that's for sure.
I was going to point that out again, but you did it for me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it was like in jest. Somebody said that because he featured the soft stuff, and they said, "You're going to call you Nitro."
2-1 to count. Here's the pitch. Line shot for a base hit. Whoa.
Wow, doing a good job of getting in front of that, just knocking it
it's
down
gonna
was
be a run.
Livesey, the left fielder, and it's going to be a run. Great speed coming around the bases.
Yep.
I think these pitchers are showing off.
These pitchers are having fun.
Yeah.
This is what they wanted to do.
Rogovic, both of those hits were over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I know it.
Good for him. Could have been another double there, or more if he got by the fielder. Jake Cullen, University of Rhode Island. First pitch swinging, pop up right side. Second baseman calls for it and puts it away for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Silver Knights leading 7-2. Andrew Chenevert back in the batter's box. Chenevert. Correct pronunciation. Mm. 1-0 is the count. Very high, left side, shallow left. Shortstop's got it by Inkin.
Yep.
Continues to show how.
Yeah, but I love the instincts. What's
How
he
he
doing
can
as soon as
play.
he catches it, turns and throws right, looks right away to see if the runner's trying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a ball player. No doubt about it, yeah.
Went to the College of New Jersey. And pitcher looked like he made maybe a quick trip to the dugout there for something. Ken Bruder back on the mound, though.
Yeah, oxygen.
Yeah, maybe. Right?
Ben Gay.
Yeah.
He'll be icing that arm tonight, that's for sure.
The 0-0 pitch off the end of the bat into the stands.
Whoa. Brandon Mativier. Ooh.
Deep down the left field line. It's going to bounce.
It's going to be a double.
2 hops off the brick wall. It is a double. They will wave the runner home. They have a shot at the plate. The throw is in plenty of time, and he's out by a mile.
Dead duck.
Or 5 fathoms if you are a U.S. Navy pitcher Ken Bruder.
Surprised they waved him home. Let's see,
my gosh.
who was coaching third? It's a player, I think. Let's see.
I know. That was the wrong decision.
He's going. What are you going? What you going for? I told you to hold on.
I saw.
Was he waving him?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
He was giving him the windmill.
Who is that? Let's see. Let's
Who
get
is
a
that?
number.
Yeah. He wanted the inning to end quickly, apparently. It's number 36 for the Silver Knights. I don't know if he's a member of the coaching staff or not. That was funny. Good relay by Inkin, though. That's the guy you don't want to challenge, Tom.
Right, exactly.
He had that ball there way ahead of time. That was funny. But yeah, blame that on the third base coach, not on the runner. So 7-2 remains the score as we go to the top of the 8th inning. In fact, Tom, looks like we're going the 9.
Looks like we're going the 9s, unless it's a, half hour, half inning somewhere.
Yep.
He's a retired colonel from the Air Force, where he served for 27 years as an aerospace flight surgeon. Mr. Bruder was also a hospital commander in Blytheville, Arkansas, and Plattsburgh, New York. Upon moving to New Hampshire, he was commended by the Adjutant General Michaelides for generously offering his expertise to conduct flight and firefighters physicals for the Army National Guard, before the sole qualified aerospace physician in the state at the time. Additionally, Mr. Bruder served as the Chief of Staff at the VA Hospital in Manchester, New Hampshire for 15 years. Presently, Mr. Bruder teaches human factor performance at Southern New Hampshire University and frequently speaks at public events. Tonight, the Wardogs are honored to have not only one of our veterans, but our own pitcher's father here tonight with us. Sir, thank you for your service.
Really nice moment there as Ken Bruder's dad joins us at home plate.
Maybe he gave him the nickname Nitro. Who knows?
Yeah.
That was a nice touching moment. Now Kyle Jackson's going to go back near the dugout down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Spent some quality time. And
fun night for everybody.
Yeah. Festive atmosphere interspersed with some real baseball moments like that play at the plate there. And interesting, the passion with which Ken Bruder, the pitcher, came off the mound and watched that play unfold. He gave an emphatic fist pump in front of his own dugout there. He wanted that out. He didn't want to give up any more runs.
It's a big play. Who would have thought to be a play at the plate like that in a game like this, right?
Yeah. That away. Don't play it station to station. That takes all the fun out of it. You know, try to score from second on a hard hit single, and then the relay was perfect.
Okay, who we got out there on the mound, number 30?
I think it's Cole Luzin, the guy who started at third base.
Okay.
Just by his how big he is, and he had a pretty good arm there at third base earlier, I remember.
For the Wardogs, the designated hitter number 52, Spencer Madden.
That's the big thing about an exhibition game like this is you got to make sure you got enough pitchers, right? Got to make sure you got enough guys who can throw the ball. First pitch is up and in, 1-0. Out of the stretch. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 1-1.
Well, the staff not sure who it is, so one of those rare moments where you
well, they probably know it's not Nichols, right?
Yeah, our friend James Jackson was still here. He could probably tell us if it's the guy I think it is, but yeah, they weren't sure. Foul back.
Heading to count 1-2.
Yep, this is Spencer Madden, the designated hitter up there. He's taking some vicious hacks in this game. Definitely. Oh,
well, he just took
on the arm.
He just took another hack on the arm.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a fastball up and in. Good grief. Come on.
You might have an infielder pitching right here. I'm not sure if
Gotta be.
batters are safe. But he's got a good arm. That's the danger, you know.
That's just it.
Yeah. So Jordan Dunkley's got to step into the box after that and stay brave, as our U.S. Armed Forces players are wont to be. And he has to twist away from that.
Boy, he's going after these guys.
Yeah,
He's going
it's a release
inside.
point issue.
Yeah, it sure is,
Yep.
isn't it? Yeah.
Greg Maddox is not walking through that door.
No. Wow. That's gas.
By the way, there's a great YouTube video of Greg Maddox in a disguise pitching to a major league player. I don't know if it was Chris Bryant. I think it might have been.
Another pitch up and in.
And Chris Bryant's very reluctant to have this. He was like a sound boom guy on a video shoot, wearing a beard, and he had an extra pillow stuck in his belly. And he said, I can pitch. And Chris Bryant's like, what? Who's this guy? I ain't letting him pitch to me.
Yeah,
Swung on a miss.
That's what he wanted right there.
And then it gradually dawns on him as the batting practice is going along, like, this guy is not who he says he was. It's funny. So Dunkley had a great hack there to a hittable pitch. Came up empty. The 2-1 on the way. Again, no.
High.
Yeah, I guess it was.
High. Yep.
Always have to
Catcher
wait a
didn't-
second with this umpire. You never
Catcher
know.
needed to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
He could have framed it a little bit better.
Yeah.
That might be Ramos back in there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
The pitch is down and in.
2 walks.
Yeah. Emmanuel Ramos and
Now batting the third baseman, number 13, Miller Richardson.
Miller Richardson.
Yeah.
Well, you keep bringing in new arms, and even though it's a 5-run lead, it could evaporate
It could
pretty
disappear
quick.
pretty quick.
Yeah, nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning.
I'm rooting for a tie.
Really? What? 7-7?
Well, they better not play extras.
Oh, I know. There's a nice-looking bunt.
Gonna go
Gonna
foul.
Yeah. Kind of kicked off the grass on the inside of the baseline, and it was a good decision to let it go foul. 0-1 on Miller Richardson. Batting 8th in the order for the Wardogs. Maybe time for the Silver Knights to turn a double play. The Wardogs have done so in this game. I don't think the Silver Knights have one yet.
No, I don't think they do.
They've had so many strikeouts, it's been low opportunities for double plays.
Silver Knights have 14 hits.
Strike, throw
They
to
may
first.
not need it.
And they got somebody picked off. It's the lead runner now, is forced to take off.
Yep.
Pickle. And out. So Jordan
So they get
Dunkley
the-
ventured too far off the
Right.
bag, and the lead runner pays the price.
Boy, that was a costly play last
It
night,
was.
wasn't it? With the pickoff that
yes.
wasn't done. Yep. That was a game last night that,
Winnable.
well, it may have been that, you know, I mean, they traded that for the comeback today, right? In a way, but if they had won last night and they had that comeback, they'd be, you know, in
Sitting
the thick-
pretty.
Yeah, they would be sitting pretty, but they'd be sitting up. You know,
Yeah.
this is playable.
And escapes.
Should have been caught.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about reaching for it the way he played it. He should have been in better position. Should have been right underneath it. Get over there and just camp under it. He's worried about that fence.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's-
easier said than done because
And
sometimes
he's
you don't
hurt.
have the
And
time.
he's a little hurt too.
Oh, yeah, it looks like
I don't know who that is.
It's probably harsh.
Is it River?
Runway
No,
over there.
It's not River. I don't know who that is
Yeah.
at first base, but it's a nice pitch. No.
Not your typical first base target. I think he's the same height I am. So, I mean, it's
I
I'd make
think
a good throw over there.
I think this is a pitcher on the mound. I don't think this is a position player.
Okay.
I mean, Phil Nichols is the name on the roster, but our rosters are old. So
Yeah, I saw that.
right.
What's Phil Nichols listed at for height and weight? Ground ball, almost behind the back. Bobble, everybody's safe.
Yep.
The 9-hitter, Justin Rosa, chance to be a hero. On the field as well as off. Let's see, 14 hits for the Silver Knights, 4 hits only for the Wardogs. No extra base hits as yet. They'd love to get one here. Maybe plate 2 runs. There goes the runner from first. Throw to third.
Oh.
Got away, but not that far.
Yes. Thought they might have had him.
Yeah, Ramos tried to find somebody sleeping. And Dunkley gets back. So 2 runners in scoring position with only the 1 out. There's a ball called.
Yep.
On Rosa. And the pitch. Strike. Fastball over the inside corner. Eighth inning action. Wardogs, the traveling military active and past service members, playing here in Nashua on a Thursday night, July 25. And a swing and a miss by Justin Rosa, down in the count 1-2. Fireworks tomorrow night here at Holman, if not in the game, after the game for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way they hit against the Brockton Rocks lately, there may be a lot of fireworks in the game. That's a base hit and a run.
Hey, some
2
fireworks
runs.
for the Wardogs. Richardson can fly. He's going to score easily. Oh, he gets stepped on a little bit. I hope he's okay. As Ramos tried to go up for the high throw. Looks like he's all right. His hands were down there, but he's okay. And it's a 2-run single by Justin Rosa. So the 9-hitter came through, Tom.
7-4.
7-4. Game's
Yeah.
not over. As John Belushi famously said in Animal House, it's not over. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? It's a Wardog reference. No. Wardogs may come back here. They only have the 1 out. And it's up and away. I think they used to play that clip, the Animal House clip at Holman way back.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
The 1-0 off the plate. Maybe it was the pride that played it.
We may need a re-entry rule and get Kyle Jackson back out there. We'll be here until midnight.
I think we're done with that experiment.
I think we are too.
The 2-0 pitch misses. 3-0.
On a left-hander.
Yeah.
You want to pitch to contact on a left-hander? Come on.
This is Ruger Beck. How does he keep such a clean uniform as the catcher? The pitch is taken for a strike. 3-1.
He's got a little dirt on it.
It does?
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
angle to see the dirt on his backside there.
Remember that kid in the, was it the Merrimack team, the catcher? Filthy in the semifinal here at Holman. I never saw a filthier uniform. A game I was doing with Jason Roby, and I mentioned that if, you know, as a dispatcher, I wanted to call the Nashua Fire Department hazmat crew for that catcher's uniform after he was done in the game. He's sliding head first everywhere. Got all dirty behind the plate. Oh! Oh, a
got him.
tough call.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a generous strike 3
It
call,
was.
Tom. Yep. It could have went the other way, but the umpire says, you're out of there. 2 outs in the Wardogs' 8th. Big call. Would have been first and second with 1 out. R.J. Vaughn is a hitter. He's got 2 hits in this one already. Trying to bring that run home from second as Justin Rosa leads off the bag. Inside move, he's back easily.
Yeah.
Silver Knights with a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Getting ready for the 9th, you would think. There's a strike right down the middle.
Let's hope he doesn't have to come in before that.
Yeah. Yeah, right? I was thinking ahead, but you're right.
You know, we're at 9:34 right now. 2.5 hours.
And that's off the fence over there, foul. 0-2. 1 strike away from ending the inning. Wardogs have 2 runs in the past 2 innings. Trying for a third here, but an 0-2 count on Vaughn. Swung on and missed, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-4.
Cooling down a little bit here at Holman.
They had a
Yeah,
fundraiser
they
here.
did do it a jersey. I think they did do a
okay.
jersey thing. Yep.
Yeah. They have cool jerseys. The colors are gray, blue, and white. The colors they announced before the game of the U.S. Air Force.
Yep.
Is the theme of the uniforms that they wear. Also, in addition to the Air Force, Army, Marines, they have the U.S. Coast Guard is represented by Wardogs personnel. Eddie Inkin's a U.S. Coast Guard guy. Ken Bruder, whose dad was honored during the game tonight, back out to pitch the 8th.
It's the 8th, and this may be his last inning.
Yeah, as long as the Silver Knights hold them in the top of the 9th. Let's see who's coming up for the hometown team in this inning. Hopefully we can figure it out.
I know, really.
It's been a mishmash here in this.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Nolan Medeiros is going to hit.
Ah, makes sense. Hometown kid getting to that bat.
Yeah.
Silver Knights pitcher, Nolan Medeiros, who
I
was
don't remember him hitting in high school.
the de facto closer last night, but never got a chance to save the game because the Silver Knights
But
were down.
if you talk about tough losses during that had to be the toughest loss at a tough time.
Yeah. So Nolan would love to fulfill Tom's wish, somebody to hit it out of here tonight. Oh, big swing, but a ground ball to short.
Yeah, you're not going
Inkin.
Yeah, you're not going to get it past Inkin.
Good stretch.
Yep.
By
definitely.
Dunkley. 1 out.
Inkin was throwing on the run. That's why he threw it a
Yep.
little bit wide.
EI.
But
Picking it.
Tell you what, after next Friday, August 2, if these guys don't make the playoffs, which I think it's a 1 in 10 chance.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the last, as far as I know, the last baseball game at Holman for the calendar year. Don't think there's anything else that would be.
Unless you want to come
scheduled.
out here and do a pickup game with me, Tom.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Sure.
Foul back to the screen. No, he kicked me out. So you have a permit for this field.
Yeah.
Liam Ahern's been up about 7 times in this game.
You paying the insurance bill or
no?
Exactly. Right.
1-1 pitch. Slower than slow. Hammered to
that's
center.
going to go over his head.
Yeah, he's way shallow.
He's way shallow.
Liam Ahern is thinking 4.
Oh,
he is thinking 4.
I think he's 4.
He's picking him up. He's putting him down. It depends on the reception here.
He's going
They're
all the
sending
way.
him. Wow, he's got some speed.
Got some speed,
the throw
but
to
he's
the
going to
plate's
be
a
out.
good one.
He's going to be out. Oh, is he in?
He's out. Wow. That was
he doesn't know it. He
exciting.
thought he was in. I thought he was in too.
And there's going to be no replay.
I thought he was safe. I
You
thought he
might
got the
be
foot.
right.
I thought he got the foot in there.
Hey, like the old umpire said,
Oh, Pete
there's
Johnson.
people who are
when you-
safe, there are people who are out, but they're nothing until I call them.
Pete Johnson, when you do the editing, let's you edit this on replay. See if you can run a replay of that.
It was a nice slide by O'Hearn. He definitely thought he had it.
I thought he got it in there. He was jumping up and down. He thought he had done it. He didn't think there was any
He was
question
playing
about
sleight
it.
of foot with the catcher, like it was a really tough tag to make.
A good relay throw, though.
Oh yeah, it was right. You could see it was right down the middle of the field, the second base mound, right on line. And the catcher did a nice job. It was a bouncer. He did a nice job of fielding it. But then, as Tom said, the slide tag. I don't know. Umpire gave it the emphatic out.
Tell you what,
you're not going to call him safe on Wardogs night, Tom.
No,
Please,
you're not.
You're not going to go against the military right there.
No, that's true.
But it was a moment of excitement, and I give full credit to Liam Ahern for going for it. Good for him. It's exactly what you needed to do in that situation, and especially as well as he runs.
You knew when he was running with that speed when he was running second. You knew he was going for it.
What I'm going to do, I love this stat. I love to see this stat when people just really open it up and try home-to-home time.
Yep.
What is your time from home to home?
Right.
I do that sometimes. I'm watching ESPN Sports Center, and they're playing a real-time inside the park home run. And I remember it was Cameron Maben for the Marlins
a lot of
at
speed.
the time when he first came up. He did it like 13.5 seconds home to home. I mean, that's blazing fast.
He had a lot of speed. He was a one-time Yankee. Oh, and Brother thought he had to call third
you know
strike.
what? I don't know. I don't blame him.
Oh, I don't blame him either.
3-2 now on Emmanuel Ramos, who is lucky he's still up there. 2 outs, nobody on. Thanks to the defensive gem by the Wardogs, who baited Liam Ahern into going. Center field, that was their plan, Tom. Military also has a plan. Center field says, I'm going to play really shallow. He's going to hit it over my head, and then we're going to get him at home. And that's exactly what happened.
Yep, exactly.
So a walk of Ramos gives Ben Dean a chance.
Yep, Ben Dean, a reliever for the Silver Knights.
Yeah, his first at bat of the night.
Yep. Played Monadnock or Conval. I'm not sure.
Really?
One of those schools out there. Yep.
You're pulling him out.
Incoming freshman.
Ground ball to short, and there's that man again.
Easy flip.
Eddie Incan.
Eddie Incan, and that'll do it for the 8th inning. We got a half inning left to play here at Holman Stadium. 9:42 is the time. We're working on
And you know what,
close to
Tom?
3 hours.
Stranger things have happened. 3 runs, only a 3-run lead. Stay tuned. Top of the 9th here. Who's going to close it out?
That's the question. That's the big.
We got a red jersey.
That's
Thinking alumni. That's Noah Wachter. Yeah, he's coming back out.
Well, no, wait a minute. Right?
Oh, wait a
no,
minute.
it's Bergeron.
Oh, it's Bergeron?
Spencer. I believe it's Spencer Bergeron.
Okay.
Former Silver Knight pitcher.
Yeah.
Pitched at UMass Amherst, that Division I
Pitching
career.
coach now for the 2024 team.
Yep.
Gets the call. Well, his manager already went out there. His former professional baseball pitcher didn't fare that well. Kyle Jackson.
I mean, look, it hasn't been that long ago that he pitched. You know,
No, right.
You know,
yeah, I
he's
mean, in Kyle's defense, it's been about 20 years.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Kyle has no defense. So.
Oh, okay. You going to give him a hard time when you see him?
Oh, of course. You kidding me?
Oh, wow. I would love to hear that interview, by the way. Why don't you record it and you just bring it up? He'll probably change the subject so fast. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Waiting for a warm-up catcher. Warmos was on base to end the inning. So.
Yeah, they're not that coordinated in
Yeah.
the dugout. I don't, you know.
If you got the lucky number, you can head on down to the Wardogs tent to receive your bet.
See what he's got. Besides good mechanics.
Does look like Spencer. It's got to be Spencer. I can't tell anything else.
That's good mechanics right there.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, you know, you can tell he's a bit of pitcher.
Yeah. Perfectly balanced. That's what every first pitch, ceremonial first pitch thrower wants to do, is emulate Spencer Bergeron's form right here. Right down the middle.
Yeah, I don't think Spencer's going to be walking anybody.
No. And he's not even going to be trying to strike anybody out.
No, he's not. He's not going to have the velocity.
He's just going to pick
either.
that leg up, throw the ball right down the middle of the plate.
He's not going to kill himself.
No. He's just going to make these guys put it in play and make his fielders make the plays. And it looks like the pitcher is batting here. Is that it? Is this Ken Bruder or somebody else? We'll see. We'll wait for the announcement. Pitch is swung on and missed. That's up. Wardogs down to their last at bat. Strike called. 1-2 is the count. Spencer Bergeron working really quickly. Throws it high. 2-2. Maybe wants to slow it down just a little bit. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So that was actually Neuendorf that just struck out. Reading off the back of his uniform from a photo I took earlier of number 12. I think it was Neuendorf's first at bat of the night, Tom. So the Wardogs not quite calling the best pinch hitter off the bench. It looked like they're just trying to give some people an at bat that made the trip, I think. Back to the regular order. Big swing and a foul tip. Hard ground ball left side. Fired across the diamond in plenty of time. That's another pitcher over there with that arm, I'll tell you right now.
No doubt about it. He pumped it twice to make sure he had it. So.
Showing off over there.
Yeah, exactly.
With that hose. 2 out. Down to their last out now are the Wardogs. Brandon Mativier, maybe 45, 5'9", 170.
Yeah, it's 45 is Mativier. Yeah,
Mativier with the big arm.
He may have played. He may have played the infield when he was at Girton.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah,
you can't. It's perfect form over there. 0-1 is the count, quickly and foul back. So down to their last strike in this fine exhibition game here on a beautiful night at Holman Stadium. Silver Knights trying to seal the deal on what would be a 7-4 victory as Bergeron throws. Strike 3, swinging, and that is the ball game.
That should do it. Yes, it will. Yep.
Well, it was a joyful night, a celebratory night to respect our men and women in uniform. It was a huge success from what I can see, and we'll probably do it again next summer.
Definitely was. Glad to take it in, and thanks to ETV for doing this game. And everybody can have a great view of the whole night.
Nice job, Tom King.
Same to you, John Collins. I will see you next Friday night.
Yes,
and then
right here
John,
at Holman.
After that, you won't see me for about a month. Can you take it? Can you handle
I'll survive.
that? You'll survive? Okay.
Yes. Thanks also to our executive producer, Pete Johnson, our crew, Tim O'Neill and Frank Wallen. Thank you for watching. Good night from Holman Stadium, and thank you for watching Nashua ETV.